So hello, my name is Mo Fan. I'm an ordinary middle school student. More than usual, I get nervous when my teachers or father asks, what high school are you going to go to? Or what do you plan to do in the future? I think that with my current grades I won't even get into high school. My father has often tried to cheer me up, but lately he has been working days and nights to make sure we have at least food on the table. Today I found a note from my dad on the table that read, "Son, Daddy needs to work. I'm not coming home today. Take care of yourself. Mo Jiaxing." I think my fate was sealed long ago. The disciple who is answering now is Mubai, and his family belongs to the Mu clan. Mubai was born into a good family and gets good grades. He's a lucky man. Only people like him are worth talking about the future. The teacher announced today that there would be no classes this afternoon and we could go continue studying at home. There were only 10 days left till the exams. My classmates started suggesting that I go, chop lol, but I refused because I had promised old Manning that I would visit him. From the neighboring desk, I heard laughter. With these results, no high school will take you, so you'll end up working for Mubai, I heard. Shit, I thought. It's that obnoxious Zhao Kuan-san. Forget about them. Don't pay attention. Let's go already, my friend suggested me. My mood was ruined. The whole way I was thinking about the meaning of life. I walked toward the old man and envied how I wished I could live in such a carefree atmosphere. Old man, I'm here. I called out to In. Young man, come here. I'm in the backyard. I heard back. The old man did not look well, so I hurried to help him. Here, have some water, I suggested. There is no one else here. You are the only one who comes to keep me company, my grandfather replied. I think, old man In, that the things you talk about are very interesting. You mean the stuff I talk about all the time? The old man answered me with a grin. Yes, Grandpa In. You said that besides our world, there is also a magical world. It seemed to me that the old man was a little sick. The old man, are you all right? I was worried. I can't handle it, the old man told me. Don't say that. I still want to hear your stories. Please don't leave me, I wailed. We don't have much time. I decided to call an ambulance. The old man was not well at all. Take this, said the old man In and handed me something in his clenched hand. It was a pendant. Don't forget to bury me under the mountain. Those were In's last words. Old man, I shouted, but the old man couldn't hear me. Saying goodbye to Grandpa In was very hard, because I loved him so much. I hope he will be fine in the other world. The old man always told me that this pendant was an ancient artifact, and that it was already several thousand years old. But no matter how I looked at it, it didn't look old. There was a kind of magic glow coming from this magical pendant. It was already dark outside the window. I should go to bed, I thought. Today had been a very difficult day. I couldn't feel my body. It was all woozy from fatigue, and in the morning I had classes. There was an explosion. What's that? What a strange and unpleasant dream, I thought. Is it morning already? Ah, the night flew by like a flash. I woke up early today. Not even a trace of yesterday's fatigue, but I was hungry, and I was just now thinking about the fact that yesterday I hadn't eaten anything at all. My favorite bakery was across the street, and every morning I woke up to the wonderful smell of fresh hot buns with a subtle scent of vanilla. Damn, I'm so hungry. Taking a hasty shower, I ran outside. It's raining. No, this was not part of my plan. I raised my head to the sky, but what is it? I was surprised. What the hell is going on here? I did not understand. Or maybe I have hallucinations because of hunger. In the sky circled strange little people. They looked like angels. They were people in beautiful clothes, and they were very happy. That's what's in my head. No, I'm definitely going crazy. I quickened my step. The hunger was still there. Before reaching the bakery I slowed down. The door had a closed sign on it. No, not that. After standing around for a while, I remembered that around the corner of my house, there is a good breakfast stand where I sometimes like to spend time with the local gawkers, so I headed over there. Yes, the breakfast stand is still here. Hey, I heard two men talking. So can you do it or not? If not, I'll find another stand. What happened? I asked. It would be good if there were a mage of electricity here. Even a beginner would do fine, answered me the owner of the booth. See, my electric stove and grill don't work. How am I supposed to cook? What? What did you say? I was surprised. I think only someone's head doesn't work here, I joked. Hey, kid, what did you say? The booth owner became indignant. I've always treated you well, and what do I get in return? Electricity mages are 1 in 1,000. I don't think there's even one around. Too bad I'm a waterbender. I can't help you. Ordinary people like us can't live without the help of magicians. Will I have time for breakfast? I don't have much time. There were indignant voices coming from all directions. Excuse me, let me take a look. A voice was heard in the crowd. Isn't that Hu Duan Chang, the physics teacher? Finally, a normal person, I thought. The owner of the breakfast stand said his electricity was broken. Can you take a look, teacher? I asked. And maybe fix his head while you're at it. I laughed. I was just about to see if I could fix it, said the physics teacher. Mo Fan, you're here too. The teacher was surprised to see me here. By the way, have you finished the magic theory homework I gave you yesterday? Asked the physics teacher. Yes, teacher. I will use the questions from it on today's test, I answered. Magical theory? I laughed. Faraday and Maxwell would jump out of their graves. These two are the discoverers of electric and magical fields. A firebender. Not bad. I may not be able to fix a stove, but I can make fire for cooking, the physics teacher said confidently. Thank you very much. You saved me, said the owner of the booth. Watch carefully. The teacher held his hands up. A bright stream of light came from his open palms. It was like a magical theater performance. I looked at the teacher with rapt attention. The gathered crowd of gawkers were also watching with bated breath. Suddenly, there was an explosion like lightning and thunder at the same time. Whoa, what's going on? We stood there mesmerized. There was no explanation for what the teacher had done. Great job, the crowd cheered. Finally, we can have breakfast. Mo fan, have you been studying all night? You don't look good, the teacher remarked. I too, when I was young, said the teacher, taking me by the shoulder in a friendly way. I liked science books very much, but you are an adult now and it is time to realize the difference. The final exams are coming up soon, and you should be preparing. But Mr. Who, you don't have to tell me off, I replied to the teacher, frowning. In such sad moments, I always remember old man in. How much I miss him. I heard the old man's voice in my head again, and he asked me, do you believe that besides our world, there is a magical world, and in that world, science is magic? I thought that maybe I had really entered the magical world that the old man had told me about and it had become a reality. I still need to prepare the power magic installation. See you later, Mo fan. My teacher said goodbye to me. See you later, Mr. Who? I replied gratefully. On my way to school, I noticed that the passageway was closed today. There were road repairs being done here. My attention was drawn to a conversation between two road builders. I need another kind of land to put asphalt here, shouted the builder. Where are the water masters? Control the temperature, the other construction worker commanded loudly. Looks like I'm really in the world of magic, I thought. Well, that's not so bad. I was walking and thinking about the math test results today. Thanks to the world of magic, I would be able to dodge that. Wait a minute. Suddenly an interesting thought crossed my mind. Maybe I could put my plan into action here. Yes, said the alchemy teacher. This is very alarming. The exams are coming up, and Mo fan only scored 6% in Star Trek alchemy. Here, Mo fan, take this, and the teacher held out an envelope to me grudgingly. It was a Star Trek alchemy test. Which one? I opened the envelope. Oh shit, 6%. I'm a loser in this world too. Ah, Mo fan, the alchemy teacher told me. Capitalize on the last few days before the exam starts. Otherwise your results won't even be half as close to Mubai's. Mo fan, Jokuin-san mockingly laughed at me. I wonder if your father gave you the wrong name. Wouldn't it be better to change your name? Jokuin-san. Shut your mouth, I couldn't stand it anymore. No, I won't worry about them. They bark but don't bite. Ooh, like children. Let them talk nonsense all they want. I don't care about them. As soon as I understand how the world works, we'll see who has the last laugh, I thought. All right, class, the teacher addressed us. That's all for today. Don't forget to go over all the important exam points a few times. We were on our way back from school with shoujo, but I wanted to wander around alone right now. The weather was special today, and I couldn't stop thinking about magic for a moment. Shoujo, where is the school library? I asked. Library. Xiao thought for a moment. It's over there. Xiao replied in surprise, and showed the direction with a nod of his head. Brother fan, are you sick? Xiao didn't calm down. No, thank you Xiao, replied I. You go on without me. I just want to see something. See something? Is he serious? Xiao continued to be surprised. There she was. I was incredibly excited. All right, come on, let's see what this magical world is all about. I couldn't wait to peek into another world. A world of magical magic and the mysteries of the universe. The history of magic laws. I opened the first page of the magic book and started reading with rapt attention. This society is divided into two types of people, mages and ordinary people. Ordinary people are responsible for production, while mages protect the ordinary citizens from invasions and damage, and they are also responsible for maintaining order throughout the world. Mages are considered the heroes of this world. The key needed to become a mage lies in magical awakening. Different people awaken with different abilities, many associated with natural elements such as wind, fire, light, lightning, ice, and earth. I was interested in every letter in this magical book. But my magical awakening could only be in high school, I pondered. Based on my current knowledge of the rules of this world, no, it's not possible for me yet, but I would so very much like to become a magician. Mo fan, my father called out to me. Mo fan, what's going on with you son? You don't like the food I made today? My father asked me with concern in his voice. No, not at all, Dad. It's my favorite dish. Son, is something bothering you? My father did not calm down. Father, I really like magic, and I want to continue studying this science, I admitted. But, Mo fan, said my father anxiously, I know dad that I have bad grades. I felt unbearably hurt and resentful that no one understands me. I felt completely alone. In fact, said the father, I would like you, son, after your graduation, to start traveling long distances doing various jobs. Son, do you really want to learn magic? My father asked me, his eyes filled with sadness and worry. Oh, maybe I really am too naive, I thought. In this difficult world, my father continues to struggle every day for a piece of bread. And me, I was ashamed of my father. Have you really decided for yourself that you will continue to study magic? My father was determined today, and I could feel it in every note of his voice. Yes, father, I repeated. Really, I really want to study magic. Today was the exam. It had been a tough day for me and I was so glad the exam was finally over. Freedom, freedom, I kept saying. After the exam, my classmates and I were walking home, reflecting on the free carefree life. We were having fun, and the mood was just fine. Freedom, freedom, sounded in my head, and today I didn't want to think about anything else. Brother fan, with a serious look, my interlocutor suddenly turned to me. What are your plans after graduation? No. What? Me? I'm thinking of going to high school, but I don't think it will work out. I muttered reluctantly. What about you? I asked back. Me too, my classmate answered me. It would be so cool if we went to high school together. Tianlan. I saw a snide grin on the face of my interlocutor. Ah, brother fan. Wait, I'll go buy us some refreshments. It would be nice if I could at least enter high school. The classmate muttered to himself. I was walking leisurely along a quiet green alley, thinking about the future, when suddenly I heard the voices of two people. The voices seemed very familiar to me, and I paused. Curiosity took over my attention. What, Dad? It's Father Eason. It's my classmate's father. Oh no. Back when your son committed that terrible act, I let you stay on duty, but this time, no. This is too much. Go away. That voice was rough and too loud. I hated him. How could he? This is unbearable. Please, please, no. Shut up, big brother Mio, pleaded his father. Please, reconsider my request, and let this be the last time, I promise. Tianlan Magic School's tuition fee is too high for my family, and I don't have the money for it. His father continued to persuade him, but the bearded gentleman remained adamant. No, it's out of the question. Even if I do it for you, regardless of your son's poor grades, he will never become a mage. But brother Mu, you'll help us, won't you? Let this be the last time. On his knees, his father begged him. We'll move out of Mujia's house right away, and rest assured, my son will never see Mooning Shue again, the father promised. Oh, now that's a different matter. I'll think about it, said the ruthless Mu. Really? Thank you very much, thanked his father. Roughly speaking, Mu said, I can only provide a place for him, and then he will have to do everything on his own. Yes, yes, my son will be very grateful to you, brother Mu, replied the father. I hurriedly returned unnoticed to the alley. Classmate Jessen was probably already waiting for me with drinks. I tried my best to hide my anger at what I saw. Brother fan, I'm back up. What's wrong? What happened to your face? My traveling companion asked me in surprise. Nothing. Let's go. I mumbled to myself. We drove home in silence, and there was no trace of our former cheerful mood. My father was waiting for me at home. Oh, son, he said with a smile. I have good news for you. You can enter the Tianlan Magic School. Your father ran into a friend in the dean's office and was able to secure a place for you. I laughed. That's so cool. You're a decent father, and I'm proud of you. I snickered. He. Leave that to your old man. I may be a simple driver, but I still have connections, my father said proudly. We'll have to rent our house, because the cost of studying at a magic school isn't that small. Besides, we'll have to save money, but you will learn, father added. Well, and I will continue to go on business trips. I'm usually out of the house. What do you think about it? My father asked me, and I thanked my father. And then I lay down and thought for a long time that everything should be different in this world. It hurt me to think that my father continues to be an empty place for these rich people. It is so cruel and unfair. And I promised myself that I would become a great wizard. We'll see about that. I'll be better than any of them. Tianlan Magic High School. I looked at this inscription on the school and I was filled with pride. Finally, my dream had come true. I rejoiced. On the front door of the school was attached a list of names with new students. In this list I saw my last name. A smile shone on my face. I had been waiting for this day for so long. Brother fan, look, we're both in class 7. Xiaoho's dog turned to me. There was nothing surprising about it. After all, this is a school of magic. Oh, we're in the same class again. No way, I thought, scratching the back of my head. It's that obnoxious fatty Zhao Kuan-san again. No way. We were standing across from each other. It felt like we were standing in a ring and a fight was about to be announced. The fat guy was laughing at me. He pointed out that I was in last place for grades, and this list was based on test scores. I could hardly contain my anger. Here's our Mr. Mubai. With a sneer on his face, the fat man introduced a tall, handsome guy to us. Is that what he is? I thought. Mubai. Everyone kept saying his name. The dog Kuin-san kept getting angry and growling at the nasty Kuin-san. Brat, you're everywhere. Kuin-san, you're picking a fight. Shoujo, the dog, was ready to sink his fangs into Kuin-san's fat ass. Shoujo, stop it. I couldn't help myself. Let's get out of here. The school assembly is about to start. And we hurried away from the nasty fat guy who kept shouting in our wake. Haha, a stray dog. It was coming from us. The meeting had begun. The strict headmaster of the mage school in a beautiful robe with a white starched collar looked like a young old man, and I watched him with my room open, trying not to miss a single word he said. It was like a dream. Dear students, the headmaster began his speech. Welcome to the Tianlan Magic Academy. I think you are very excited now, because from today you have stepped on the bright road of magic. To put it briefly, continued the headmaster, my future mages, the development of mankind is your duty, and protecting it is your destiny. Remember this forever. Beyond the limits of a quiet, peaceful city lies danger. At the end of the speech, I want to say that I hope each of you will become a strong and powerful mage. After the assembly, all the students hurried to their classrooms. The first lesson was about to begin. I was very excited. I wanted to master the knowledge of a mage as soon as possible. The lesson started and the teacher started talking to us. After the principal's speech, I think you have some idea about becoming a mage. Now, we will awaken your powers. Teacher, came the voice of a student from the back of the classroom. What if someone fails? I heard there's a student in our class who got here through connections. Would he be able to awaken his powers? Damn it. It was the same obnoxious fat guy. I was terribly embarrassed by his words. With my head down, I whispered to myself, no, this can't be true. I had heard that no one had failed at the magic awakening in 10 years, and if there was going to be a failure, it would be an unbelievable scandal. It's happened before, the teacher said, fixing his glasses. It's considered a huge failure and the loser will be expelled immediately. Haha. Interrupting the teacher, a voice from the same back desk intervened. Barely transferred here, and so quickly he is out of school. I feel sorry for the poor guy. That was too much, I thought. You know nothing. When the power awakens in me, you'll be sorry you said that. Okay, said the teacher to the class. Let's start with the list. The first one is Mubai. Here, Mubai's voice was heard. Why, it's that Mubai. He's so handsome. He's also an honor student, said one of the girls in the class. Yeah, I like him already. I don't even know what his strength will be, added the other one. Certainly not the powers of light and water. Weak symbols, said a third girl. Mubai. The teacher was eager to ask his student some questions. So your family has been studying magic for generations? The teacher asked. Yes, that's right. Mubai replied in a confident voice. Good. The teacher continued. If you have ice magic, you will be much stronger than ordinary students. But don't forget about hard work and diligence, because talent and giftedness don't solve everything. Yes, talent doesn't solve everything, but without it you're nothing. Mubai walked over to the table where a huge glowing ball was lying on the table. Lowering his hands in front of the ball and closing his eyes, Mubai thought, if I don't have ice magic, I won't be worth a penny. In any case, in this awakening of strength, I will definitely beat Mubai. Ice magic, shouted Mubao. Unbelievable. It really is ice magic. Zippity, zippity, zippity. What's that? We stood there with our mouths open. Magnificent. Very clean ice. Mubai's teacher praised it. And in time, it would become bigger and shine. During the power awakening, he froze this ball. What a talent. Voices were heard throughout the class. Mubao was very pleased with himself. This is great, he thought. If I fully master this magic, I will be closer to mastering my family's traditional magic. No wonder, it's Mubao himself. After a while, he will definitely be able to train with Miss Mu herself. Zhao Kuin-san, the same fatty Zhao said in a sneering tone. Now look at the loser. Yeah, pointing his finger at Mo Fan, the fatty laughed. Jiang Xiaoho's dog was acting like a true friend. He didn't like the fat man who kept trying to hurt Mo Fan, so he snarled something like, bastard, are you trying to pick a fight? Jiang Xiaoho, what are we discussing? Turned to the dog. You don't even want to go to the Force Awakening, then can I be next? Xiaoho dog asked the teacher. You, Jan Xiaoho, will be summoning wind magic, but the next one will be Mo Fan, announced the teacher. So Mo Fan. Voices began to echo around the classroom. The girls in the class sympathetically escorted Mo Fan to the blackboard. On the other side, it was heard. Is this the one who got here through connections? There was a tense atmosphere in the classroom. Everyone was eagerly waiting to see what would happen next. Brother Mo, come on, don't pay attention to them. Mo Fan's dog Gang Xiaoho tried to cheer Mo Fang up. Mo Fan, put your hand on the ball, teacher said. Mo Fan tried to focus and concentrate all his efforts over the glowing orb. He listened to his heart, and he believed in himself more than ever now. The students in the class continued to whisper amongst themselves. There seems to be no reaction, said one student. And the face is so confident, said another. Is it a failure to wake up? A third student intervened. Ow, ow, ow. Now, where was I? This loser doesn't deserve to be in our school, laughed the fat man. Brother Fan had yet to prove himself. Gang Xiaoho's dog was angry at the fat man. Hasn't shown himself. Are you serious? What do you even know about him? Laughed the obnoxious fatty. You too. The teacher got angry at the fat man and Xiaoho's dog. Suddenly there was a loud pop. I got it. What is this? Is this really the world of magic that was described in the book? Mo Fan was somewhere far, far away. He felt weightless, but why can't I see anything? Mo Fan asked himself. The book said that seeing a galaxy meant that the awakening was successful. There it is. It's the galaxy. It's so huge. Mo Fan marveled. Did it really make it? Mo Fan couldn't believe what was happening to him. Stop. Mo Fan was surprised. This is the galaxy, and it's purple. Is it really my power? Mo Fan was happy. His dream had come true. My God. The teacher marveled, lifting his glasses to see if what was happening was real. This power is a 1 in a million chance. I realize now. Mo Fan was the happiest person in the world today. He thought that the power of fire was the strongest. The power of thunder. There's a student in the class who has the power of thunder. Mo Fan did it. The students in the classroom still couldn't believe what had happened. Let me see it. I want to. I didn't expect to see the thunder power wielder with my own eyes. The students in the class continued to shout. The power of thunder. How cool. Unbelievable. I heard it's a 1 in a million power. The students continued to discuss. If in our class no. 7 there is a holder of the power of thunder, then the teacher of this class is definitely lucky, and the salary will be higher, and maybe even promoted, thought the satisfied teacher. That's it, we've seen enough. The teacher tried to calm the class down and put the students back in their seats. Oh, and don't forget that Mo Fan is still awakening. It's just a loser. What's there to see? Exactly, the students whispered amongst themselves. Hey, you think I can't hear? Do you think I'm deaf? TSK. Just wait, when I fully master the power of thunder, then we'll see what you have to say, thought a satisfied and happy Mo Fan. What happened? The ball turned red. Mo Fan was surprised. The power of fire. No way, Brother Fan, you have the power of fire, remarked a rather dogged Jiang Xiaoho. How can that be? Damn, the power of fire indeed. The students in the class marveled. How could this scum and loser have fire power? Jiang Xiaoho, you're exaggerating everything. The obnoxious fatty resented him. Yes, firepower. Not bad at all. You have Mo Fan's talent, praised the student with a satisfied teacher. And you too, don't laugh. Take your seats, the teacher added. Mo Fan, Brother Mo Fan, bravo. Clapped his hands at the dog Jiang Xiaoho. How strong you are. After all, the fire element is so powerful. You're a talent, Brother Mo. Thank you. Mo Fan replied to his friend with pride and a smile on his face. One power of fire has surprised all the students. And now the power of thunder. I feel especially good today. I proved to everyone that I can be a worthy magician. The birth of 2 powers only happens once every 100 years. It's a great rarity. It's a combination of 2 of the most powerful magics. Thunder and fire. It's a talent. I am a talent. Mo Fan is now thinking of his father. Father, watch me. I will definitely master these powers and become the most powerful magician. Then no one will dare to look down on us. The teacher sat the students down at their desks and made an announcement. Class 7 has awakened 1 thunder star, and that's very rare. As a result, we have 2 powers of fire and a power of ice. Congratulations to everyone for awakening their powers. Although, the teacher added, this is just the beginning. So, let's get on with the lesson. We heard chalk squeaking on the blackboard. The teacher was drawing shapes we didn't understand. This will be our first lesson in magic. The lesson has begun. A month passed. Mo Fan often ran away to a deserted place to be alone with himself and dream about becoming a great magician. There are 3 stages to releasing power, the teacher explained to the future magicians. The first stage is concentration. Concentration is a deep immersion in oneself, during which one cannot be distracted. After releasing the forces, you can exactly see the color of your galaxy. Beautiful. Mo Fan thought, my thunder power has already improved. In these 2 months, everyone has done very well, the teacher told the class. Especially Mubai. He's so cool. And I couldn't even summon my galaxy properly. You're so much better than the others. Mubai was praised from all sides. I learned how to summon a galaxy of thunder and fire. It's time to train my control over the powers, Mo reasoned. The second and most difficult stage in unleashing the power, the teacher continued to explain, is to take control of us. The stars and planets in the galaxy are moving at odds, and the magician's job is to organize and level them so that they rotate in their proper places. Control the force. Order the stars. Just control the force. 1, 2, 3. Mo Fan gathered all his strength and closed his eyes. I knew it wouldn't be that easy. Mo Fan gathered his wits once more. I knew it wouldn't be so easy. Damn, this doesn't count. One more time. 4th star, again. I guess 3rd star is my limit now. Mo Fan did his best. Xingxia, shall we go together? The girl offered to help another girl in a wheelchair. No thanks, Xingxia replied. I'll wait for my brother to take me. Well, I'll be off then. Yes, see you tomorrow. The girls said goodbye. Xingxia, I'm sorry, I made you wait so long, Mo Fan said panting. No, it's fine, I just got back from class, Xingxia replied. Here, take this and wipe your sweat. Mo Fan was in such a hurry that he didn't notice that he was sweating. His shirt and face were completely wet. Brother Mo Fan, you don't have to see me off every day. After all, you still have to go back to class afterward. Isn't it tiring? Xingxia was worried. I promised your mother, replied Mo Fan, that I would see you off every day, and I'm not going to break my promises. I'll see you off every day from now on. Just wait for me over there by the park. Okay, and Mo Fan showed Xingxia the direction where he would come to help Xingxia get home. It feels like I'm just adding to your problems, Xingxia said with her head down. No, what are you talking about? It's natural for a brother to take care of his little sister. Do we have a deal? Mo Fan asked with a smile. Wait for me near the park, and don't take a step without me, Mo Fan jokingly threatened. Okay, and they leisurely went on their way. 1, 2, 3, damn, I stopped at the last star again. Mo Fan spent every spare minute studying magic. At this time, Xingxia should have finished her lessons by now. Where is she? Mo Fan looked around, and not seeing Xingxia, he leisurely walked home. Oh, he thought, I wish I could show her my thunder power, but first, I need to practice more. We agreed to meet near the park, but where is she? Mo Fan looked for Xingxia with his eyes. It's Xingxia. Mo Fan accelerated his steps. Did you fall down? Where's your chair? Forgive me. Mo Fan, give me your hand. Mo Fan offered. Don't apologize. Let me help you up. Hey, kid, can't you see we're playing with that girl? An unpleasant-looking guy with a cigarette in his teeth approached Mo Fan. I suggest you get out of here and get out fast. Our boss has his eye on that handicapped hottie. His voice was as disgusting as he was disgusting. A handicapped girl. What did you say again? Mo Fan could hardly contain his anger. Hey, what is it? Do you want to be a hero in front of a beautiful woman? Mo Fan saw a crowd approaching, the same unpleasant types like the one who was currently standing in front of Mo Fan. Ha 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 ha. Mo Fan's eyes were filled with anger. Get away from my sister, and he punched a nearby standing type with his fist. My nose. There was a shriek from the falling men. Fucking hell, my nose. Kill him, came the boss's commanding voice. Brother Mo Fan, shouted Xingxia fearfully. Don't do that, there are too many of them. Don't worry, boss, we won't let him live. A crowd of bandits began to approach Mo Fan and his sister. Hee hee, and yet, only you, girl, understand everything. With a grin on his face, one of the bandits said, grabbing the girl's face with his big hands. Get your filthy paws off her, Mo Fan shouted. One of the bandits hit Mo Fan on the head with a bat. Mo Fan's brother, Xingxia shouted in fright, and this kid, look, he's got a strong head, even my stick broke on his head. The bandit rejoiced. Xingxia is in danger. I promised to protect her. Mo Fan was still trying his best to think of something to help Xingxia's sister. Magic, just need to release her. Ugh, what a headache. And Mo Fan started counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All the stars are in place, releasing the power. And at that moment, lightning struck. The shock was so strong that the bandits covered their faces with their hands from the force of the electrical discharges. Well, now do you realize who you have angered? Mo Fan stood on his feet and felt a strength he had never experienced before. He's a mage. We're finished, the bandits whispered with fear in their eyes. From now on, you will never abuse my sister. Do you understand me? Mo Fan was stronger and more confident than ever. We got it. We'll never dare again. The bandits hurriedly left. All I did was unleash my power, but I didn't expect such power. Mo Fan was surprised at himself. Brother Mo Fan, that was the power of thunder. Xingxia was also very surprised by Brother Mo Fan's abilities. Yes, Mo Fan replied proudly. Wow, Brother Mo Fan, you've become a real magician. Xingxia's words were a reward for his brother. Brother Mo Fan, how long have you been practicing releasing magic for? Xingxia inquired. A little less than half a year. Why, half a year? The sister was surprised. I've heard that the most talented magician has spent a whole year on releasing magic and awakening. A whole year? Haha, I really am a talent, thought Mo Fan. There was anxiety on Xingxia's face. What's wrong? Mo Fan asked. Isn't the quickness of the teachings good news, brother? Xingxia asked with sadness in her face. Did you by any chance learn something bad outside of school? Something like organizing dark beliefs? What? Mo Fan was surprised. Mo Fan lay on the bed with his hands behind his head and thought about Xingxia's words. He had been thinking about the dark belief organization for several days now. Suddenly, Mo Fan noticed a shelf that had old books on it. Mo Fan quickly got up from the bed and walked over to the bookshelf. He wondered why he hadn't paid attention to this shelf before. While looking at the old books, a thick, not usually large-sized book with yellowed pages caught his attention. Mo Fan hurriedly opened it. Shit, this can't be. It was the very book in front of him. Organization of Dark Beliefs. I found it. Mo Fan shouted happily. Mo Fan opened the first page. On it, in large letters was written, a magical organization that threatens the safety of the citizens of the entire world. Its sphere of influence is huge and spread across the entire world. This organization has created immense troubles in all corners of the world. The head of the organization is an organized structure whose motives and purpose are unknown. They use protective magic to accelerate the development of mages. In this sneaky way, they bribe young mages. Looks like I shouldn't show my thunder power anymore, because I might get in trouble. Mo Fong felt very sad. TSK. Footsteps of approaching heels could be heard in the school hallway. I'll be bored at magic practice again. Yeah. Every time that old man starts a lesson, I want to fall asleep. The students of the class were talking amongst themselves. TSK. Heels have entered the classroom. Hello, my name is Tang Yu. From now on, I'll be teaching your practice lessons. It was the new teacher, or rather teacher. The class has come to life. Holy shit, the teacher's a real hottie. Wow, what tits. You could hear it from all corners of the class. Brother Mo Fan, wake up. We have a new practice teacher. Look. Mo Fan was called out by the neighbor from the next desk. If there is such a pretty girl in the middle school, I will definitely be an excellent student. Laughed a student from the next desk. What's the use of good looks? The most important thing is good teaching. Mo Fan replied. Brother Fan, don't pretend to be smart. Who cares about teaching? The neighbor continued to laugh. Shut up. Mo Fan calmed the neighbor down. Shut your mouth and listen, the new teacher said before she started the lesson. I would like to ask who in your class has discovered the power of fire. The students raised their hands. Oh, so there's two of them. Your teacher Juice daughter. Then, the teacher turned to the fire-bearer schoolgirl. You have talent. That's great. Keep trying. I will, replied the satisfied student. TSK. The heels approached the desk Mo Fan was sitting at. You have fire too. Yes, Teacher Tang Yu. I'm number 48. Mo Fan. All right, announced the teacher. Now let's get down to business. In this lesson, I want you students, before you learn how to unleash powers, to understand how significant they can be. Also, I will explain to you how powerful any element is at the beginning level. Teacher, you better just show me. There's no need to waste time. Haha. Laughed the students. You want to find out what the strength of the initial level is like in practice, right? Teacher Mo Fan asked, placing her palm on his shoulder in a friendly manner. Look, do you see this practice target? And the teacher snapped her 2 fingers. Sparks of fire, burn it, the teacher commanded, raising her hand up. Snap. A spark discharge of electrostatic charge erupted. Here's Mo Fan. This is the elementary level you so underestimated, the teacher said with a smile. Holy shit, I can't believe it, one of the students said. And I thought it was just a beautiful vase to admire, but it turns out it's so cool. A student with short hair marveled. What number of stars have each of you put in place so far? The teacher turned to the class. Teacher, I don't know about the other students, but Mo Fan, the nasty fat guy laughed. Couldn't place a single star. He, the complete opposite of Mr. Mubai, the most talented student in our class. 1 more star, and Mubai will be able to unleash his power, the fatty said proudly. A talented student indeed, said the teacher. Thank you for your praise, Teacher Tang Yu, replied the excited Mubai. And yet, the teacher thought to herself, this Mo Fan is a little strange. I could sense a great strength and rare talent in his body. Before I let you go, the teacher announced, I'll tell you, in general terms. Soon you will have a final quarter exam. There are 3 things you must remember. First, those who fail the exam are advised to leave the school. 2, the exam will decide which class you get into next year. And 3, if you get into the genius class, you get a chance to use the galaxy's magic machine for training. Wow. Mo Fan thought to himself, a galaxy magic machine. Just to think about it, the books say that it can greatly increase my efficiency. I will definitely get into the genius class. Mo Fan promised himself. She is coming to this exam, so I won't let this Mo Fan grab all of her attention. Mubai thought. Who is she? We'll find out a little later. Oh, who's that girl in front? Mu Ning Shui. She's from the Mu family, didn't you know? Yes, not only is she from a noble family, but she's also an excellent magician. The students in the class were whispering at the age of 15. She was accepted into the royal family without any exams. She wasn't even affected by the age limit. Holy shit, she's that strong. The students did not calm down as they discussed the girl with beautiful eyes. Brother Fan, do your best to pass the entrance exam to get into the Royal Academy, and the Mu family won't be able to interfere with your relationship with Mu Ning Shui. Ha ha ha. Laughed the nasty fatty overheard the conversation. Ha! A student who is about to be expelled from school is still saying something about the Royal Academy. The fat man wouldn't stop talking. Stupid fatso. Who did you say that about? A student stood up for Mo Fan. Naturally about someone who couldn't even use his magic in class. The fatty laughed. I don't know what's wrong with Mo Fan, but if you two don't stop fighting right now, I'll kick you out of the classroom right now, the teacher said angrily. TZ. Mo Fan, very soon you'll be a pathetic mongrel. I'll make everyone marvel at my amazing abilities. Mubai was confident in Mo Fan's abilities and it really pissed him off. 2 days ago, at Mr. Mu's house, the following conversation took place. Mubai, look, this time, Mu Ning Shui will supervise the test. Don't disappoint me. I will. I'll be on my best behavior, Mubai promised. That's right. What about that Mo Fan kid? He had awakened the power of fire, but he still couldn't release it. The gentleman with the beard and cigar in his teeth pounded his fist on the table. That's what I knew. He's not meant to learn magic. But what if he succeeds? We have to give him a chance. The exam has begun. Next, Mubai, a member of the committee announced. Mr. Mubai, let's go. The fat man shouted. Crush everyone. There's no need to worry. The panelists turned to Mubai. We 3 judges will judge you by the brilliance of this ball. Mubai tried to concentrate on the glowing ball, closed his eyes, and said, release. The judges watched carefully. All right, here we go. The judges couldn't wait. Phew. Mubai concentrated once more. So, freezing. Everyone froze, waiting for the miracle. Yay. It worked. The class clapped their hands. Did you see that? The fatty shouted excitedly. This is the true strength of Mr. Mubai. Next, Mo Fan, announced one of the judges. Brother Fan, let's go. A classmate cheered Mo Fan on. Come on, embarrass yourself in front of the audience, shouted the fatty Jo Shing-san. What an unpleasant coincidence. Mubai hated Mo Fan with all his heart. After me, testing a loser like you. And know this, Mo Fan, you don't have to worry about the test scores at all. Everything has long been planned. Looking into Mo Fan's eyes thought Mubai. You could say that you'll just walk across the stage. Ha 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 ha. Mo Fan, if you're ready, let's begin. The judges announced. Did you do what I told you to do? Mubai turned to the bearded gentleman. Everything is ready, Mubai replied. Just enjoy the performance. Great, said the same gentleman. Ah, you really didn't disappoint me. With this result, you'll be in first place in the whole school. You'll make a good head of the family. Keep up the good work. Mo Fan set to work. Placing his hands on the ball, he tried to concentrate, gathering all his strength. But what was happening? The magic ball did not light up. The magic ball didn't light up at all. There were whispers in the audience. Impossible. So he's going to be kicked out of the academy, someone said. I heard in class 7, Mo Fan got into the academy through connections. Well, that's impossible. Mo Fan was indignant. I've already released my power. That's right. There's something wrong with this ball. It's a total failure. Listen to me. Mo Fan appealed to the judges. Give me a chance to test my power release on a dummy. That's a violation of the rules. One of the judges replied. The ball didn't even have a shine. What other power release was there on the dummy? Fail the exam. Expulsion from the academy. You can leave now. Mo Fan. Next, the judge said in a firm voice. No, wait a minute, shouted Tang Yu. I have a complaint about the test result. Isn't that teacher Tang Yu? The students started whispering amongst themselves. Is there a problem? MS. Tang Yu. The principal turned to the teacher. Teachers must not interfere with the testing. Yes, but we still have the right to complain. I want to test the device. I saw the ball shine and then immediately go out. From my experience, I can tell you that something is definitely wrong. The teacher was persistent. The headmaster, after a moment's silence, gave his consent to test the balloon. What happened? I just went to the toilet and the test is already over. One of the students was surprised. There seems to be some kind of problem with the assessment device. It is being examined now, replied another student. There's something here. Take a look. Principal, look at this. The judges turned to the headmaster. We found pieces of shadow stone. Shadow stone, the headmaster interjected. But, how could such an object get inside the school? I must investigate this matter. Student Mo Fan, and you can continue with your testing, the principal said. Thank you. Mo Fan was happy. The shadow stone can absorb the released magic. Other than the court, no one is allowed to use it. Teacher Tang Yu said affirmatively. And why did it appear here? Mo Fan gathered all his strength once more and, phew, the orb shone so strongly that everyone in the hall covered their eyes from the flood of bright light. Yay. Mo Fan. Total score is 10. This boy is so strong that the magic ball can barely hold on. Tang Yu remarked in admiration. This Tang Yu has ruined our plan. The bearded gentleman was nervous. What should we do? Am I going to be exposed? Mubai asked fearfully. Don't worry. No one will ever find out about your involvement in this incident. The bearded gentleman replied. You can go, Mubai. All right. And they went in different directions so as not to attract attention. Sho, even though you haven't been kicked out yet, I'm still the winner, thought Mubao. Damn it, wasn't Mo Fan called a loser? How could he be a loser if he was so good at fire? The class student and Mubai argued amongst themselves. Mo Fan watched silently. How? It's impossible. Originally, he couldn't even put the stars in place. Was he hiding his powers on purpose? Mubai thought. Our academy has indeed produced many talented mages. Son, you're not bad with fire. You can train with us. In the Mu family's domain, you have a chance to get a lot of valuable items for your development. Mo Fen was addressed by Mu Ju-yun. Mu Ju-yun, you. Mo Fen said with hatred in his voice. So what will your answer be, young man? Mo Fen interrogated Mr. Mu Jo-yun. I refuse, said Mo Fen affirmatively. Student Mo Fen, a school teacher remarked. In front of you is one of the former headmasters of the academy and also the head of the Mu family. If you are supported by such a great family, the speed of your magical growth will be unbelievable. I'm not going to accept that kind of help, especially from him, angrily replied Mo Fen to the teacher. Brother. The teacher turned to the bearded gentleman. This Mo Fen was the one who kidnapped the young lady from our family 3 years ago. Yes, you showed him mercy then, but it turns out that not only is he not grateful to you, but he is also openly disrespectful and hateful. It turns out it's that scum. Mo Fen was angry. Stop mocking weaklings. You are nothing more than a coward. Mo Fen turned to the bearded gentleman. Listen to me, old bastard. I will definitely repay all the humiliation my father had to endure because of you. The gentleman with the beard was furious. His teeth seemed to be grinding. Ugh, it's freezing. Does Mo Fen have no brains at all? How could he insult the Mu family? Heh, Mo Fen, you're digging your own grave. The disgruntled voices of the disciples came from all directions. Wait, suddenly, Ning Shui intervened in the conversation. Father, said Ning Shui, don't bother. Let me handle it. Ning Shui and Mo Fen silently looked at each other's eyes. Wow. How stupid was I to believe your words? Mo Fen said with sadness in his eyes to Ning Shui standing in front of him. All of you in the Mu family are made of the same shit. Mo Fen did not calm down. Fire spark. Mo Fen shouted. Fire it up. And now, Ice Vine, freeze. Mo Fen was so angry that he started summoning fire magic and ice magic at the same time. Apologize to my father immediately. Ning Shui. Mo Fen ordered Ning Shui. Dream on, angrily replied Mo Fen. That's enough, Ning Shui. The gentleman with the beard has intervened. I understand his anger. Principal. The gentleman with the beard addressed the school principal. I offer you, he continued, one option. I have an adopted son, Yuang, who is the same age as this young man. If he is willing to fight to the end, then let him duel with Yuang. If Mo Fen wins, I'll fulfill his wish. Yeah, that sounds good, replied the headmaster. Heh, it's a deal. Mo Fen was as belligerent as ever. What a nasty kid. Well, we'll see how you get beaten up in 3 years. Let's get out of here, Ning Shui. And the bearded gentleman took Ning Shui's hands and hurriedly left. I'm gonna win for sure. Just wait. Mo Fen thought as he looked at the departing Ning Shui and the bearded gentleman. The exam was over. The judges gave the scores. Number 4. Ju Min. The power of fire. I didn't expect that loser Mo Fen to be stronger than even Mu Bai. Dissatisfied with her 4th place, Ju thought. Number 3. Su Jiaoting. The power of thunder. It is rightly said, remarked disciple number 3. Su Jiaoting. Through men, there is heaven. Through men, there is men. No. 2 Mu Bai. It hurts so much to see this. No. 2. Mu Bai was completely depressed. No. 1. Mo Fen. The power of fire. The power of thunder. Mo Bai rejoiced. I knew my magic would be better. Should I go get some chips or something? Number 34. Hi you. The power of water. This is the first time I've been in a better class. If it keeps going on like this, great successes will no longer seem like a dream. Hey, you was thinking. Classmate. Hello. My name is Jiang Xiaoho. I'm a wind mage. What's your name? You. My name, replied the girl. Oh, by the way, this is Mo Fen. We're really good friends. You know him, right? Asked a satisfied Jiang Xiaoho to his classmate Yu. Do you know Mo Fen? Hi, you asked surprised. Of course, we're friends, replied a satisfied Jiang Xiaoho. You've just moved to a new class, but you still can't stop. The teacher reprimanded the bully. Teacher Su, good morning. He. Jiang Xiaoho replied with a laugh. Nice to meet you. I'm Yu. Hey, you. At the last desk. Stop talking. The teacher reprimanded you. Although you will become the strongest magicians, this is just the beginning. Every mage must constantly train and improve his professional skills, the teacher explained to the students. Now, let's take a look at the magic machine, suggested the teacher. A galaxy magic machine is every practitioner's dream. Ah, a galactic magic machine indeed. Wow, marveled the students of the class. The galaxy magic machine improves your abilities such as agility, defense, speed, reaction. It can also restore your strength if you need it, the teacher added. This car is very valuable. There are only 3 in our class, so take good care of it, then we'll have an exam. Only the best students will be able to use the machines. It's fair, so don't take offense. Haha, those pests are making a fuss, thought the teacher. Just when he saw the machine, Mo Fen, The teacher turned. A whisper immediately broke out in the classroom. Is this the number one MO fan? He looks ordinary. Hey, look at Mubai's face. He's terribly angry. The students continued to discuss. Be careful how you use this device, MO fan. Okay, master, I will. MO fan replied. The magic machine of the galaxy is very important to me. A magician who has 2 powers. There's no way I'll miss such a chance. MO fan reasoned. All in all, an ordinary training machine. Did you have to get so excited? A disgruntled Mubai was angry. After Xiaoho's school, why did Mubai say that magic machine was ordinary? Are there still other machines? Mo Fan asked his friend. Of course there are, and magic machines have level differences. For example, they are divided into ordinary and spiritual machines. The result of training on a spiritual machine will be twice as good as the result of training on an ordinary machine. By the way, Mu Ning Shui has one of these. Mo Fan looked at Xiaoho thoughtfully. Brother Fan, what a tough guy you are. Xiaoho was happy for his friend. Not even afraid to contradict the most important of the Mu family. Hee hee. Then I just couldn't help myself when I saw his smug face, said Mo Fan with hatred. Brother Fan, worried about his friend, asked Xiaoho, are you sure of your deed? After all, a duel is now expected in 3 years. Of course I'm sure. Trust me. Thanks for the chance. Wait, Mo Fan. Yuan has already practiced on this piece of iron for half a year. You're going to die. That's what angry Mo Bai was planning. Just half a year. I won't lose. Mo Fan thought. These Star Trek devices are very expensive, so please treat them with the utmost care when using them. Worried teacher. If you break even one machine, the culprit will be expelled from school. Ugh. Holy shit. It crashed. He crashed. His hands went soft. His legs went weak. Mo Fan would have been terrified. Damn. If the bracelet is glued back together, will it work again? I won't be the first top student of Tianlan School to be kicked out, right? Mo Fan was worried. If I'm not mistaken, it's because I put my bracelet close to that pendant. Plus, look at that smirking face. It's like he just ate, and the bracelet's cracked because there's no energy left in it. Ding, ding, ding. The phone rang. Teacher Tang Yu went to the phone. Okay, it's from the school dormitory. Hello, hello. Please introduce yourself. Teacher Tang Yu. It's me, student Mo Fan. What's wrong, Mo Fan? My Star Trek device is broken. Mo Fan seemed like he was about to cry with resentment. Broken? How? Where are you now, Mo Fan? Tang Yu asked in fright. I apologize. I'm a little late. A panting Tang Yu said. Teacher Tang Yu. Mo Fan turned to the teacher with hope in his voice. Where's the Star Trek device? Here it is. Mo Fan held out the pieces of the bracelet to the teacher. This device really can't be repaired anymore. Looking at the bracelet, Tang Yu said. Oh no, not this. Is there really no way to fix it? I don't want to be expelled from school. Mo Fan was on edge. Shoo, calm down, the teacher said in a firm voice. Tell me, under what circumstances did the Star Trek device end up in such a deplorable state? Mo Fan teacher asked sternly. No. Thinking for a bit, Mo Fan began. Actually, it was like this. You say this thing destroyed the Star Trek device? Looking carefully at the talisman, the teacher asked. Yes, Mo Fan replied. I was about to practice, but as soon as I took out the Star Trek device, my pendant suddenly sucked on it. And then, the Star Trek device shattered into small pieces. The teacher scrutinized the pendant. This pendant is a magical device that evolves on its own, Tang Yu said confidently. A magical device that develops by itself. But how? Mo Fan was surprised. Yes, it has the same properties as normal Star Trek devices. But, there's one more thing, remarked Tang Yu. It can absorb the energy of other Star Trek devices and constantly evolve. That Star Trek device broke because that pendant sucked all the energy out of it, said the teacher firmly. Can this pendant become a spirit level item? Mo Fan asked. Of course it can, the teacher explained. Spirit level. Then I can accelerate my development by many times. Mo Fan was happy. By the way, Mo Fan's disciple, where exactly did you get such a priceless treasure? After all, in the entire city, only the Mu family has such a level of treasure. The teacher questioned Mo Fan. Why aren't you talking? Answer me. Or did the cat bite your tongue off? You're not talking, Mo Fan. That's right. Wait a minute. What does she want to do? Seduce me and steal my necklace? Mo Fan's mind went blank. Teacher Tang Yu, do you want to know? Mo Fan stared intently at Tang Yu. Then marry me. It will benefit both of us. Ha ha ha. Look at how frank we are. No, I'm not trying to take this pendant away, giggled Tang Yu. It's a Star Trek device. It's very closely related to you. Even if I took it with me, I wouldn't be able to use it. Is that it? Why didn't you say so before? Mo Fan was surprised by the teacher's words. However, Mo Fan thought, it is a self-developing device, and without a boost of spiritual energy, this pendant will be nothing more than bling. Spiritual energy, Mo Fan interjected. When monsters die, their energy will still be in the body for some time, and emit a special glow. This is spiritual energy, death. Teacher Tang Yu was very serious while saying these words. So, the more I kill monsters, the more spiritual energy I'll gather, and the more this little snake will grow. Mo Fan couldn't believe it. Killing a monster is not as easy as you think. At the end of the school year, there will be 2 months of practice in the wilderness there. You will learn everything. Mo Fan listened to the teacher attentively. And remember Mo Fan, there's no way in hell you can talk about this. During the test, you were deliberately framed, weren't you? As long as you understand what's going on, you and your surroundings will be fine. Mo Fan. About the broken device, I'll help you in any way I can. Tang Yu flew lightly like a bird from the top floor of the school dormitory to the bottom. Yeah, Mo Fan thought. Calling teacher Tang Yu was absolutely the right thing to do. Thank you so much Tang Yu. Now, it's time for training. After half a year, it was finally time for practice. Teacher Tang Yu made the following announcement. Dear students of the school, these 2 months of practice, you will be practicing here at Mount Sofan. Myself and teacher Shui congratulate you, and wish you good luck on your monster hunting. I'm warning you, be very careful, said the teacher. There are monsters everywhere, except outside the danger zone. If you don't have the ability to defeat the monsters, then I advise you not to leave the safe zone. Once again, be very careful. Yes, ma'am. The students were eager to start practicing. These days, I feel as if the stars of my fiery part are going wild. Could it be that I'll reach the 2nd level soon? Mo Fan felt an unstoppable strength within himself. Brother Fan, we're here. Hurry up and get off the bus. Shoujo joyfully turned to Mo Fan. Of course, a reply sounded out. There it is, Mount Sofang. Look Brother Fan. Wow, wow. This forest seems so beautiful, bursting with life. You can't even tell it's filled with monsters. Mo Fan thought. What's the matter? Chickening out? Mubai asked mockingly. I'm not some impudent person grabbing everything he can get his greedy hands on. Mo Fan replied calmly. What are you getting at? Mubai was indignant. Suddenly, there was a fiery bang. Why? What was that? Ouch. Stop talking. A menacing voice was heard. TZ, the weakest group I've ever trained. In front of the students stood a huge man in a military uniform who looked like a rock. My name is Zhangkuan. I will be your instructor for this practice and army training, he said. Over there. The instructor pointed toward the crater. There. Your practice starts tomorrow. Wow. Xiaoho said with his mouth hanging open in astonishment. Even that crater over there is under the jurisdiction of the Shuefeng Mountain Range military outpost. Instructor, another student asked, what will the practice be? Here's the mission list. Your destination is a grove of grass. Well that sounds pretty easy. The apprentice grinned. Instructor, you're joking, right? Mo Fan asked with concern in his eyes. I've heard that even the easiest task requires at least 3 or 4 experienced members of the hunting squad to complete. So what of it? The inspector calmly replied. You mean to tell me that your entire class combined can't handle what a small squad of hunters can do? If even one of you does well, the whole class gets a grade of 5. But the instructor, one student objected. What happens if no one succeeds? Then all of you will be given a failing grade. Naturally, said the inspector. Instructor, you've got to be kidding me. What? The results of this practicum will affect whether or not we stay in the university. The students in the class were indignant. Those who don't want to participate can get out of here like cowards. I'm not interested in such scum. And of course, those who complete the task, I will personally reward them with a protective magical device. And now, everyone shut your mouths. The inspector ordered the students. Brother Fan, this is a defense device. Such items are capable of summoning useful things right in the middle of battle. Xiaoho said confidently. Hey, Zhang Kong. A soldier from his army addressed the inspector. You're going to hand over a magic device. Are you out of your mind? Still, it's not a fantastic reward. Why don't you let us handle it? Oh, maybe I should spoon feed you, too. Snarled the angry inspector. And now, the inspector commanded. All of you will enter the outpost, and prepare for the mission. Tomorrow we'll divide you into groups and you'll go on the mission. Understood, Inspector. The pupils obediently answered. Mo Fan, the teacher addressed. You will be the leader of the group. Zhoming will be your deputy. Once you check your supplies, you can move out immediately. Yes, hooray, Brother Fan is the best. Xiaoho was very happy for his friend and couldn't hide his joy. Oh, how unlucky. The obnoxious fat man was saddened. It's been 10 days. How much further do we have to go? There's nothing but trees and mountains here, and I'm so tired. Well, judging from the map, the arrival point is about 30 kilometers away. Mo Fan suggested. It's not just 30 kilometers. We still have a mountain to climb and a valley to traverse, grumbled the tired Xiaoho. If I may sit down to rest here, after all, I'm sure young Master Mubai can do the task alone, laughed the obnoxious fat man. 5 murderous gazes glared at the nasty fatty with anger. Ehehe. Just consider that I didn't say anything. Let's get on with it. The fatty continued to sneer. Mo Fen tried his best to support his partners. The disciples looked very tired and Mo Fen tried his best to support them. Guys, just a little bit more and we will reach the arrival point once we overcome this mountain. What are we gonna do about it? The guys are really tired. Mo Fen was worried. Mo Fen and his team of disciples saw an abyss in front of them. It's a cliff. What should we do? The chasm was incredibly large. The tired team stood over the cliff. It seemed to be the end. How to overcome this precipice? Fatigue, hunger and panic. I told you guys from the beginning. We should have just gone our own way and let Mubai do everything. We're gonna get an A anyway, and you didn't listen to me. The obnoxious fat guy yelled his head off. Right, Mo Fen said in a confident voice. There was no need to needlessly get discouraged before time. Shoujo suggested disciple. Can we use magic to jump over the cliff and tie a rope at the other end of the cliff, thus allowing us to climb over it? Here, I have a rope with me. Okay, Shoujo said cheerfully. He began to tie the rope tightly and firmly to the protruding edge of the rock. Come on, haha. The fat man laughed. Stop posing. Well, I don't care if you die trying, or imagine falling off and breaking your leg or worse, your head. That would be very problematic, wouldn't it? Shut up. Mo Fen couldn't take it anymore. Phew. Shoujo has gathered his courage, the way of the wind. Looking up into the sky, Shoujo turned to wind magic. Suddenly, the power of the wind carried Shoujo to the opposite side of the cliff in an instant. Wow. Mo Fen said with admiration. And Shoujo is good. A female student praised the clever Shoujo. How is that even impressive? They all are. The annoyed fatty muttered to himself. Brother Fan, I did it. Yay. Shoujo waved his arms happily, showing his whereabouts. The team, one by one, began to move, with the help of a rope, to the other end of the cliff. At this time, the inspector was intently watching the bright students through binoculars. Sir, a subordinate soldier addressed the inspector. You can't be serious, he continued worriedly. I mean, how can these kids accomplish such a difficult task, and why not? Calmly, continuing to watch through his binoculars, the inspector replied. But down in the grassy grove, there is a soldier. He paused. Use your head. Who do you think I am? The inspector grinned at his subordinate. Those one-eyed wolves in the grass grove. I got rid of them a long time ago. Oh, boss. One act like this and you're already starting to get so worked up. The disciples laughed at the brave Shoujo. I am indeed a brave god of hunting. Shoujo replied to the disciples, but in his heart he felt like a complete fool. So, about this whole thing, as soon as the students reach the grove, we'll give them all credit for completing the mission. The soldier from the inspector's team continued to ask questions with curiosity. No, it can't be that easy. Bai Yang will summon the monster there. The inspector was quite determined. And the kids have to get rid of it. Don't worry about it. The soldiers of the inspector's team chattered amongst themselves. There's no point in worrying about the monster yet. We're not even sure if they'll get to the grove or not. I'll teach these brats a lesson they'll never forget. The inspector thought to himself. The life of a wizard is full of dangers. Oh, and now, after crossing the ridge, we'll have to go through the forest belt. The tired students were talking among themselves. Oh, didn't you say earlier that you've got these mountain ranges on your mind? This change of scenery should be good for the diversity of our journey. Ha ha ha. I was just kidding. The girls chattered among themselves, cheering each other up. Quiet. Mo Fen interrupted the girls. There's something up ahead. Mo Fengyu heard sounds coming from the forest. A rustle indeed. Mo Fen thought. Here, someone is here. Mo Fen raised his hands in the air. Fire strike, ice vine. He turned to the powers of the heavens. You. Silence. Mo Fen and Mubai looked into each other's eyes. Hee hee. I didn't think you could make it this far, Mubai said ironically. Ha. If it wasn't for your fat six who kept slowing us down, we would have reached the grass grove a long time ago. Shoujo said angrily. But still, since we've met each other, why don't we team up and work together? A student from Mo Fan's team made a fair suggestion. Suddenly, the nasty fatty felt something incomprehensible forcefully binding his legs. Ah, help! Screamed the fat man frightenedly. The thick vine twisted the fat man's legs and began to twist him forcefully over the cliff. Help! There were screams coming from all directions. Ah, those vines are everywhere. Mubai, save us. We're your team. Ouch! One of the girls screamed. The vine entwined her body so tightly that it seemed like the vine would just strangle her. Xiaoyu, fire strike. Hey, slow down. Your fiery strike could easily hit her. Mo Fen tried to stop the brave Xiaoyu. Mubai. Mo Fen turned. Hurry up and use your ice magic to protect everyone. Alright, got it. There was an icy explosion. Now, with a commanding tone, Mo Fen ordered. All of us together, attack the roots of these vines. I'm saved. Ah, still alive. Hugging each other, the girls cheered. We can't stay here much longer. Let's get out of the forest before something else happens. Mo Fen hurriedly led the team out of the dangerous place. The team has reached the grass grove. finally, we made it. I guess we've completed the mission, right? The water level of the lake. Why does it seem so unnaturally low? Mo Fengyu. This thought was unrelenting. I guess the assignment we've been given can't be that easy. Suddenly there was a big rumble. What's happening? Is it an earthquake? The students of the team looked at each other fearfully. Oh, shit, there was a heavy stomping. No, it can't be. It's a one-eyed demon wolf. Come on, let's get out of here. My backpack. The students scattered. Oh, no. Stay away from me, the girl screamed. The wolf was heading in her direction. Wait a minute. Mo Fan tried to stop the team scattering in different directions. It's not a one-eyed wolf demon. Who cares? Let's go. All the questions later, the obnoxious fatty shouted while running at full speed. Damn it, Mo Fan thought. Ordinary disciples who only know how to run away from the battlefield in fear of their asses. This monster will just kill with a single blow. Brother Fan, let me help you. Xiaoho turned to his friend for help. Don't forget about us. We are with you. The bravest members of the team supported us. Don't get me wrong. I'm only going to help you for the sake of grades. Mubai stood to the side and watched with displeasure. All right. Mo Fan commanded the students get ready. Let's show the monster what we can do. Grr. Look. It's coming at us. The team shrieked. Wind whirlwind. Xiaoho summoned the forces of wind. Poof. Oh, shit. I think this only made him angry. Running away from the monster, Xiaoho shouted. At this time, the inspector and his army were carefully observing the actions of the students. Humph. How worthless you are. There is no one among you who can defeat this monster. The inspector was angry at the inept students. Icevine. Mubai turned to the powers of the heavens, raising his hands to the sky. This is your last chance. Get out. He ordered the monster. Exit the mountain valley ahead. We can take advantage of the terrain here to gain an advantage. The brave Mo Fan hurriedly cheered up the team. Stop. Suddenly, a girl shouted. I can't find her. What? There was consternation on the team's faces. My ice won't hold much longer, warned Mubai. People, we've got to do something, and we've got to do it soon. I found her. Xiaoho rejoiced. She's here. Xiaoho, who was frightened and had a crying face, called out. Brother Fan. Xiaoho called out to Mo Fan, who was tensely thinking about something. Mo Fan said in a whisper. Xiaoho, you are the fastest among us, so please get her out of here. Mubai, you cover him. Zhou Min, Su Zhaoting and I will prepare battle spells to go on the offensive. Acknowledged. The team members responded. Boom. The monster's huge furry paw tried to reach the frightened girl. Icevine. Wind whirlwind. Mo Fan's strong voice rang out. Xiaoho grabbed Hiyu's disciple at the last moment from the approaching furry paw. Ugh. Barely survived. Are you alright? The brave Xiaoho asked the frightened Hiyu. Yes. A smile of gratitude could be seen on the girl's face. Thank you, Brother Xiao. Hey. Mubai's displeased voice rang out. This is not the time to get emotional. Hurry up and help us. Stick to your roles. Mo Fan's voice was heard. As long as each of us uses our own type of magic and accomplishes the task at hand, we will be able to defeat this monster. RRR. The roar of a terrifying beast sounded. The magic build is set up and my magic is ready. Lightning strike. Scorching flames. I will strengthen your flame. Wind whirlwind. The disciples took turns calling out their magic powers. Crack. Show. Who? The monster wailed. We did it. Mo Fan said with pride in his voice. I didn't know that our entry-level magic could have such a powerful effect. The female disciple was surprised. Wait, something's wrong. Everyone heard the monster roar. No, it can't be. It's still alive. A huge beast with burning eyes stood in front of the students. Hurry up. The exit of the valley is very close. Mo Fan commanded. The monster chased after the disciples. The claws of the terrifying beast were ready to claw into Mo Fan's shoulder. Mo Fan, be careful, Brother Xiao shouted. Whack. Phew. Mo Fan was relieved as he was the last one to slip into the mountain gorge. Thank you, Xiaoho. Don't worry, Brother Mo. That thing can't get in here. So let's try something. The growl of a fearsome beast came from outside. After a while, Mo Fan and his team heard the distant roar of the hideous monster. Mo Fan hurriedly walked out of the gorge to make sure they were no longer threatened. Who? He's finally gone. Well, after all, this demon is not noted for his wit, chattered the happy students, hoping that they would never see this monster again. Oh, shit. He jumped on top. Oh no. An enraged monster looked and roared at the disciples from above the cliff. The fearsome monster was ready with its powerful claws to tear apart the rock to reach the children. A blazing fire. Deadly flames. Mo Fan's angry voice rang out. Fearless Mo Fan cast a magic incantation. Deadly flames. This is second-level magic, isn't it? The female disciples admired Mo Fan's ability. Damn it. Mubai thought, when did he learn how to do this? Boss. Tang Yu turned to the strict inspector. There is a student here who is able to use deadly flames. They will all get an excellent grade now. There's no question about it. Shall we call it a day and summarize the practice? MS. Tang Yu, you really are a great teacher. The inspector agreed. Who would have thought that a beginner would be able to use level 2 magic? If you hadn't studied them so much in theory, he wouldn't have been able to achieve such results so quickly. Beijin, call off the beast. The inspector's order followed. Boss, oh, no. I lost control of the demonic beast. What? The inspector was angry. I had no idea that the difference in power between level 1 and level 2 magic would be so great. Level 2 magic can shatter a stone in the blink of an eye. But I think that against this monster, all my strength is still not enough. Mo Fen thought about what to do next. Hey, are you people alright? The brave Xiaoho was worried. Yes, one of the students thought that Mo Fen was lucky to be able to use second level magic. The disciples were completely blocked in the rock. This rock is too thick. I think level 2 magic will be useless here. We have to think of something else. Mo Fen thought as he looked at the trapped disciples. Our escape route is completely cut off. What should we do now? What if the monster isn't there anymore? Maybe we should try climbing up, suggested the team members. I found a cave in the valley. We can try to lure the monster there. Xiaoho. Mo Fen turned to the brave disciple. Hey, with anger on his face, Mubai said. Stop playing the hero. Who the hell would want to be saved by an idiot like you, Mo Fen? Buffed. Mo Fen snorted resentfully. In any case, it wouldn't hurt to at least give it a try. Xiaoho, let's go. I'm on my way. Brother Xiao immediately called out. I need, said Mo Fen, putting his arm around Xiaoho's shoulder. I need you to lure this monster into the cave. After that, find a safe place and hide there. Leave the rest to me, Brother Fan. Xiaoho was indignant. What are you saying? I'm not the kind of person who would abandon my friends to their fate. Don't worry, I have a couple aces up my sleeve. Mo Fen grinned encouragingly. At this time, the teacher, who was not in the least bit angry, attacked the inspector with shouts. What did you mean when you lost control of the summoned monster? Didn't you promise me earlier that everything would be fine? I must warn you that I will notify your superiors. Believe me. Quiet. The inspector snapped at me. This is my territory. I am Zhang Kong. I never throw my words to the wind. I always keep my promises. You are. The teacher continued to be indignant. Who do you think you are? Stop it, Master Shui. Tang Yu intervened in the conversation. We are unfamiliar with this area. All we can do is trust them. Boss, a voice rang out. The two students abruptly advanced back into the grass grove. The monster summoned by Bayan was currently chasing them. What? The inspector was furious. I'll go there first. Form a squad and move out after me. Bayan, assemble the medical team and make sure they're ready to move on my order. Yes, sir. At this time, the enraged monster chased after the brave Mo Fan and Xiaoho. Ta-da! The brave Xiao slammed his fist into the nasty mouth of the enraged monster. A blazing fire, deadly flames, waving his hands and calling upon the power of Mo Fan's magic. Brother Fong, I was worried that my wind trail would be too fast and you would simply fall behind me. How fortunate that's not the case. Thank you for the work you have done. Mo Fan thanked Brother Xiao. I will take care of the rest from here. Xiaoho, go hide somewhere. Mo Fan gave the order. Leave the rest to me, but, Brother Fan. Xiao replied in confusion. Trust me, all right. I'll be waiting for good news from you, Brother Fan. The brave Mo Fan went out to face the hideous monster. The monster's eyes were burning with rage and its huge foul fangs could be seen coming out of its huge disgusting mouth. Grr. The ugly-looking monster grinned. A blazing fire, deadly flames. Hey, what are you looking at? Look at me, I'm your opponent. Trying to attract the attention of the fearsome monster, the brave disciple Mo Fan shouted. The monster roared wildly. Shara, a loud bang sounded. Mo Fan directed a lightning discharge at the terrifying monster. A flash of light, sparks of lightning. The beast howled. What is it? The frightened students whispered, trying to guess what was going on outside. Those sounds. It's Brother Fan's doing his best. A blazing fire, deadly flames. Mo Fan continued. The monster froze for a moment. What's going on? Aha. Did you really think that you missed? Mo Fan teased the scary monster. Breathe. Crack. There was a violent crack. Some incredibly powerful force, in an instant shattered the rock into small pieces. The mountain shards rushed downward, destroying everything in their path. Bang. Tuduk. The abominable monster fell dead to the ground. So this is the spiritual essence. Mo Fan himself was surprised at what had happened to him. Brother Fan, are you alright? Rushing to the rescue, Xiao inquired. Why did you come back, Xiaoho? It was too quiet and I was getting worried. Okay, let's talk, just outside. Please help me up. Mo Fan asked his friend for help. Brother Fan, what happened to your leg? It's nothing, just a little scratch. My bones are fine. Look, I took care of the beast. Mo Fan was very pleased with himself today. If I make a promise, I'll keep it. Wow, Brother Fan, you're so damn strong. Xiaoho praised his friend. The two friends looked down. This is the crater. Aha. This crater has an unusually huge sinkhole that formed this cave. And in the end, this cave is just filled with stalactites. Brother Fan, you said to lure the monster here because you knew there were stalactites, right? No. I just analyzed the situation near the military post before we went here. And after all, it was our instructor who said we would train in this crater. You used the terrain so perfectly. It's all thanks to you, Brother Fan. You're so smart. Mo Fan. The inspector came rushing to meet us. Thank heavens you're both alright. Mubai. We all rushed to help you, but we ran into the instructor and his team on the way here. What happened to the beast? Hee. My brother Mo Fan took care of the monster. Shoujo replied wryly. What's the joke? Buy-in. From the instructor's team, shouted at the top of his voice. I personally summoned that beast. How could it be so easily defeated by scum like you? If you don't believe it, said Shoujo, then go and see for yourself. What's the problem? More importantly, that fucking beast had hurt Mo Fan's leg. Calm down, Buy-in. Enough. That's enough. Take the students to the medical team. Yes, Inspector. At the medical center, the doctors examined the boys and confirmed that there were no more casualties. The only person who was hurt the most was Mo Fan. The others suffered minor bruises. Got it. Relieved. The instructor said to the doctor. That was all I needed to know. My plan for realistic training was a failure. Who knew it would turn out like this? Mo Fan, is your leg okay? The schoolteacher asked. Yes, it doesn't hurt anymore. Thank you, teacher. At this time, the instructor looked at Mo Fan and wondered how he was able to defeat the beast alone. By the way, Mo Fan, what happened to that monster? This incident is not giving me any peace. Teacher Tang Yu asked. Well, Mo Fan said with pleasure, I took care of it. MS. Tang Yu, you should have seen what a hero Mo Fan was. It was simply amazing. Shoujo was in awe of his brave friend. It was like this. Bomb. Boom. Pow. Shoujo didn't stop talking for a moment. And right after that, the monster was damaged. Shoujo said proudly. Maybe he was just lucky. Mubai dreamed. After all, he had killed a beast after only 1 year of school. He definitely has talent. With sadness in his eyes, Mubai acknowledged this fact. At this stage of training, everyone has demonstrated their bravery and competence. The inspector began his speech loudly. In accordance with the rules I outlined earlier, each student will receive a grade of excellent. Oh, great. I think we should all say thank you to Mo Fan. Yes, supported by the other students. Next time we go on an assignment, let's try to be in the same group with him. Instructor Zhongkuan, I wanted to ask you a question. Mo Fan called out. Regarding the rules you mentioned earlier, Instructor, Mo Fan continued, you didn't lie, did you? I heard that you are a man of your word. Hey, the instructor exclaimed. What do you mean I was lying? Take this thing and get out of my sight. The inspector put something in Mo Fan's hand and hurriedly left. Hey, boss, we can recruit this guy, right? Haha, what's this? Come on, let's go. And Buy-in and the instructor disappeared into the woods. Yes, I almost forgot. The wolf was acting very strangely, like he'd drunk some conjured water. Maybe he had kidney problems. For some reason, Mo Fan thought of something. All the students were waiting for Mo Fan on the bus. I did get some magic item after the field trip. This is simply amazing. Mo Fan opened his palm and showed Shoujo the strange item. It must be worth hundreds of thousands. Shoujo laughed loudly. I wonder what it looks like. The two friends stared at the strange object in silence. At the military outpost of Shuefen Mountain Range, there were discussions on the operation conducted with the students. Boss, this report describes an incident that occurred during our exercise with the students of Tianlan High School. Please familiarize yourself with it. The instructor began to study a document that detailed all the details of the incident. Have Buy-in assemble a team and conduct a thorough survey of the crater and its surroundings. Ordered the instructor. Yes, sir. The distinct voice of a soldier sounded. The instructor stood at the window and thought. He was overwhelmed with restless feelings. In the meantime, once summer vacation is over, I'll only have 1 more year of school left, and the day of the duel is getting closer and closer. Mo Fan analyzed. A single target magic attack is effective in battles against an equal opponent, but a powerful beast would likely kill me before I could put the star orbits together. If I were to draw conclusions from what happened in the field exit, the only reason I was able to defeat the beast was because I caught it off guard with the stalactites. Even though I had other mages with me, we still got caught in a big mess. I should definitely learn some defense techniques. Perhaps that protective item, the skeletal shield the instructor awarded me, would help me in this case. That's right, defense. Mo Fan's spirits perked up. But this thing looks so small. It can only protect me from a bird, but perhaps if it's a magical item, it has the ability to change its size, like the staff that Sun Wukong uses. Well, I guess it's worth a try just once. Mo Fan couldn't wait to see what this little thing could do. Mo Fan closed his eyes and concentrated. Krah, krah, krah. There was a great creaking sound. Oh, my gosh, it worked. The little thing grew into a giant protective skeleton with burning eyes in an instant. With this thing, Mo Fan thought, I don't have to think about defense at all. Well, Mo Fan pondered. I now have protective equipment, and I'm also able to use 2 elements. I have developed a sufficient level of skill, but I feel like I'm progressing too slowly. Mo Fen made a flick of his finger. My level 2 magic isn't that good, let alone level 3. Damn, if this amulet was a level of spiritual stardust, that would be great. Ah, Mo Fen remembered. That's right, spiritual essence. How could I have forgotten about it? The more I feed my amulet, the stronger it becomes. My lovely essence. Here I am. A voice came from behind me. A store of spiritual essences. On the storefront, there was a colorful advertisement. Discount spiritual essences. Today only. Buy one for only 5 million yuan. Quantity is limited. Buy while stocks last. Shit, Mo Fen thought. Even though they were discounted, they still cost 5 million. Even if I sold my skeleton shield, I still didn't have enough to buy one spiritual essence. Mo Fen hurriedly withdrew. The mood was ruined. Mo Fen walked down the street, thinking about why the world was so unfair and why it was divided into poor and rich. Damn, what kind of uncivilized trash is littering here? Mo Fen picked up a crumpled piece of paper. Humph. There was an advertisement on a piece of paper that Mo Fen was clearly interested in. The announcement was as follows: Hunters Guild. The city's demon hunters are recruiting experienced fighters, protecting the citizens. You will receive benefits and compensation. Want to know more? Visit our guild building. Why? Mo Fen thought. Hunting demons in the city. Not only will it allow me to gain real combat experience, but it will also allow me to collect spiritual essences from the fallen monsters. Great, this is it. Mo Fen immediately went to the Hunter Guild building. So many people, damn, the competition. It's too huge. This can't be. A person like me who hasn't graduated yet. It will be almost impossible. Next. Hello, here's my resume. Mo Fen held out a piece of paper. There's no need for that. A serious-looking man replied. I'll ask you a few questions and you answer them. Full name, Fan. Mo Fan. How many battles have you been in? Well, I'm sorry. Mo Fan was completely confused. None of them. Do you think demon hunters are just having fun? Or is it an easy way to make money? Then don't waste your time and hours. I don't. Mo Fan had nothing to say to this serious-looking gentleman. Oh, come on, Commander. Don't be so hard on people. Let's at least find out what element he possesses first, shall we? The assistant commander said with a laugh. I have the zipper element. I hope that's enough. I can't say I have two different elements, so I think I'll just talk about the strongest one first. Lightning. Why didn't you say so before? Ha ha ha. The commander was happy to make a new acquaintance with Mo Fan. Thank you, everyone. We are no longer recruiting. We have found the candidate we need. There's a lot of excitement in the line. This little sucker came in here, showed off his lightning bolt, and just stole our job. Well, young man, come with me. Let me introduce you to the members of our squad. Wait, said Mo Fan. I have a few thoughts on this matter. I am Sudan Huang and I am the leader of this squad. I am a fire mage. Commander Mo Fanyu introduced himself. And this woman with a stack of resumes is Xiaoka. She is a water mage. On the left is Li Wenjia. He's a wind wizard. This woman is my deputy Kai Tang, the ice mage. And this fellow's name is Fei Shi. He's an earthbender. Hey, everybody over here. Let me introduce you all to the newest member of our squad. This is the lightning mage I just welcomed into our ranks. This is Mo Fan. Putting his heavy hand on Mo Fan's shoulder, the commander introduced his team. Ouch, ouch. His grip is so strong. Mo Fan's shoulder became a little painful. Hey, leader, aren't you a little lucky? A lightning mage has fallen into your hands. He. Oh no, Sai Tang, what is she doing here? Even in a place like this, I ran into a member of the Mu family. Mo Fan was unpleasantly surprised to see this person in front of him. I will be sincere with you, said Mo Fang to Kai Tang. If you're not strong enough, no use of the element you possess. Understood, replied Mo Fan. Those snobbish eyes. It seems to be a family thing, doesn't it, Deputy Head? Don't scare the newcomer. With a chuckle, a member of the Hunter Guild team said. Unfortunately, we won't be able to celebrate Mo Fan joining our ranks. After all, we have urgent important matters to attend to. Mo Fan was happy. I just joined and already have a job. This is amazing. Alright, it's alright. This is a good opportunity for me to get some practice. Our new friend is so understanding. I like this guy. Alright, enough fooling around. The commander turned to the members of the board with a serious tone with a new mission. Let me tell you about our new mission. We received a report from Mingwen Middle School. There were strange noises constantly coming from the cafeteria, and a girl went missing about a week ago. What? Mo Fan questioned fearfully. Mingwen? Do you mean Mingwen Girls' High School? A girl went missing from Mingwen Middle School about a week ago. That's right around the time I last had contact with Xin Xia. How can that be? Bro. Mo Fan asked for help. Give me the phone. It's an emergency. Ah, yes, take it. Xin Xia. Xing Xia. Trying to call the number. Mo Fan spoke out. I hope she's okay. The phone is switched off or out of network range. Guys, I'll meet up with you guys later. Mo Fan quickly left the Hunters Guild building. What's wrong with him? Why is he so agitated? The panel members were surprised. Xingxia, I'm running. Mo Fan had a single thought in his mind. Just as long as everything was fine with Xingxia. The astonished members of the collegium stared at Mo Fan's distant footsteps in bewilderment. He had just gotten so gloomy. Did something scare him? Hey, give me back my phone. Mo Fan didn't hear them. The number is unavailable or out of range. Mo Fan kept calling, but the answer was the same. Damn it, why am I not a wind mage? I'm running too slow. Xingxia. Mo Fan kicked the door with force. Young man, what are you doing? Neighbors started pouring out of the doors of the neighboring apartments. Excuse me, auntie, maybe you've seen in the last 5 days, the girl who lives here. She has long hair and uses a wheelchair. Isn't she behind you? The neighbor looked surprised at the strange young man. Xingxia, unable to contain his joy, Mo Fan shouted. Big brother Mo Fan, what happened? Xingxia replied in a frightened voice. Who? Hee. It's so good that you're okay. I'm so good. Don't scare me like that again. Big brother Mo Fan. And the girl hugged Mo Fan gratefully. Why was your phone unavailable? Mo Fan asked. About that. I had it disconnected for not being able to pay it in time. Yes, I couldn't pay the bill. I can't even cover even these small expenses. Xingxia said with annoyance. Okay Mo Fan, but why did you rush here in such a hurry? A girl from your school is missing. I was scared for you. I tried to call, but the phone was turned off. You must mean Lin Yuin. She's from the parallel class. I saw her in the library the day she disappeared. After that, nothing is known about her. Later, as I was leaving the library, I smelled a strange odor. I think it was coming from the dining room. At that moment, goosebumps ran down my back. I felt as if something was staring at me, so I decided to return home as soon as possible. Xingxia's voice had a sense of fear in it. Maybe Lin Yuin has already. If I had known that this would happen, I would have. The girl was silent. Don't worry. Mo Fan hurriedly reassured her. I've joined the city's hunting party, and we're just on our way there. Remember Xia, I will protect you no matter what. Mo Fan promised. I didn't think you'd get to school before us. Give me back my phone right now. Mo Fan's co-workers resented Mo Fan's strange behavior. Where have you been? The commander asked the newly arrived Mo Fan. I know someone from Mingwen School, so I asked him about the details of what happened. He said that strange things were happening in the canteen, so I'm pretty sure there's one of two possible things there. Either it's a maniac or it's a demon. The commander, after a bit of silence, said, that's right, the canteen should be thoroughly checked. In this case, we need to look at the layout of the school. Let's divide into 2 groups of 3 between the dining hall and the main building. MS. Mu suggested. I want to start with the dining room. Raising his hand, Mo Fan asked for permission. Are you sure Mo Fan? After all, this is your first mission. Come with us, the commander insisted. Leave it to me sir. Haha. Like a newborn calf unafraid of the tiger. I knew I chose you for a reason. Trying to escape from the strong arms of the commander, Mo Fan rushed towards the building. Here you go. Take care of that watch. Press the bell button. If anything happens, we'll come right over. Got it. Mo Fan was eager to get to work on this very complicated case. The dining room looked rather dismal. The dining room looks creepy. Ooh, goosebumps. I think I'll leave my backpack here. Who knows what the hell will come out. Mo Fan lurked at the exit of the canteen. Boom. Another boom. What's that noise? There was a heavy thumping sound somewhere very close by. Damn it, what was that? It was like there was a construction crew working underground, shaking the ground. What's that sound? A mouse. There were sounds of varying volume coming from the dining room. Pee. There was a strange sound. What is that nauseating smell coming from the kitchen? Mo Fan closed his nose. Could it be the same smell Xingxia was talking about? Shit, what the fuck? A giant mouse. A creepy-looking monster was crawling towards Mo Fan. Boo. EW. That's gross. Mo Fan started to feel nauseous. There's northwest way to get close to this thing. The smell is unbearable. At least I can safely say that we're dealing with a rapist. It's definitely a demon. I urgently need to report to the squad leader. Phew. The vile creature darted its nasty eye towards Mo Fan. Is this demon afraid? For a moment, it seemed like Mo Fan was. Yes, it's quite possible. It may be bigger than a dog, but it's still definitely a mouse. The ugly mouse pointed its ugly-looking pupil directly at Mo Fan. From the abominable creep's pupil came a direct stream of electricity towards Mo Fan. What's the deal? Aren't you even going to say hello before you attack? P. A vile mouse crawled along the ceiling towards Mo Fan. I didn't seem to be making any loud noises or rattling anything. How did that thing know I was here? The abominable mouse pointed its creepy pupil at the unexpected guest, and a stream of electricity shot out of the creepy eye like a bolt of lightning. Bang! The wall shattered. Mo Fan was thrown several meters away by the shockwave. Damn, that mouse was heading for Mo Fan. There's that pupil again. What the hell is that? She's attacking too fast. TZ. Dead end. I'll have to use my skeletal shield as a last resort, but will it be enough? Mo Fan felt a little uneasy. Water scythe. Neutralize it. Mo Fan turned to the magical powers. The mouse's creepy pupil was becoming dim. Captain. The team led by the captain arrived just in time. Mo Fan, are you alright? The captain's voice came out. Faisher, bring him here. Will do, Captain. Hold on tight, Mo Fan. Earth Redis location. Mo Fan, you did well. The commander was delighted with the rookie's work. Now, let us take care of you, Captain. Mo Fan turned to the person in charge. What kind of demon is that? It looks like a mouse. It's a giant one-eyed rat. It's a master tunnel digger, the captain explained. Usually this rat lives in the sewers under the city. Her main attack is a laser shot out of her eye. She usually feeds on waste and doesn't go outside unless something forces her to the surface. It doesn't prey on humans. This rat is clearly starving. A mess. Mu-like said it with a kind of regret. It's a good thing we found her in time. Well done, says the captain. Everybody here. Everybody listen up. Let's go. We. The team headed towards the vile creature. Ha, you little brute. You're supposed to act like a rat. Hurry up and get back in the sewer you crawled out of. Gee. The rat pupil stared at Mo Fan. Bang, bang. Accelerate. The rat was going for Mo Fan. Fast. Even faster than the demon wolf I fought. Wind trail. Quick step. Ah. Do you really think you can hurt me with such moves? Mo Fan was having fun with the mouse. The rat stared in horror at the crazy Mo Fan, who was now like her before, crawling on the ceiling. Boom. Buffed. Too slow, Mo Fan thought. So that's the power of a real magician. What skill. What confidence. Mo Fan admired himself. The rat moved forward. Where do you think you're looking? Taste the flame. And then the commander himself stepped in. Fire strike. The rat's reaction was surprisingly instantaneous. Jump. The rat was on the other side of the room. What fast reflexes. Mo Fan was surprised. Are you trying to hide? You think that's gonna work? The commander seemed to enjoy fighting the vile creature. Boom. Explosive shrapnel went off. Squee. Gee. There was a groan from the vile rat. How powerful. Great. Mo Fan watched with bated breath. He liked the commander's work. A level 3 low-ranked attack could be this powerful. Sai Tang. Faisher. The commander gave the order. Block the escape routes. Accepted. The team was ready. Ice Vine. Earthwave West. The team worked together in unison. Shit. Xiaoka. Hurry up and create a water shield. The commander ordered. Xiaoka immediately proceeded. A flash of light. Sparks of lightning. Mo Fan came to Xiaoka's rescue. Barely made it. The vile rat was finished once and for all. Well done, Mo Fan. You're a capable kid, aren't you? The team was clearly pleased with the newcomer. Aha, I'm trying. Scratching the back of his head, Mo Fan replied. How many times have I told you? Don't let your team down. Sai Tang was so close to death. The commander was dissatisfied with Xiaoka's performance. You are in charge of protecting the team. You need to be on guard at all times to keep the group safe. We are a team. Do you understand? The commander was clearly on edge. We're all human, and sometimes we can make mistakes. We'll solve this problem. Captain. Another member of the team stood up for Xiaoka. Captain. Mo Fan turned to the senior. What about that girl who disappeared? We'll leave it to the police. The commander explained to his team. Our goal was to neutralize any monsters we could find. When Jean Faisher will help the police in their investigation. I hope the girl is alive. What is this? Mo Fan was surprised. His amulet emitted a blue light. Could it be a spiritual essence? That's right. It belonged to that giant one-eyed rat. That's amazing. Is something bothering you, Mo Fan? It's okay. I'm on my way. Captain. At the Mu family's estate, all the family members were enjoying the delights of life as usual. Today, the water in the pool was unusually cool. Uncle, my father wants to see you. Oh, Yuan, you've made great progress in ice magic. Mr. Mu was very pleased with his nephew. You will undoubtedly win the upcoming duel. Yuan interjected. You mean that bastard? I don't even consider him a worthy opponent, says the narcissistic boy. Haha, look at this kid. How cocky is he? TZ. If these two destroy each other in this duel, that would be just fine. Senior Mu's eyes glistened at the thought. There was an interesting conversation going on at the Mu family mansion. Father, forgive my impudence, but I don't understand why you would have such a meaningless duel for me. The day of the duel will also be the day you enter adulthood. If we just invite a couple guests to celebrate, wouldn't that be fun? However, if we add a couple of fun activities to the program, like, organize between you and Mo Fan, thus showing your strength to the others, eventually, everyone will realize what you are capable of. Your father thought of everything in advance. Son, don't worry. As soon as the ceremony is over, I'll give the winner of the duel a gift of access to the underground spring. Naturally, the winner will be you. Isn't it? Isn't this the same place that grants a strong acceleration of development when practicing magic? That's right, son. Its power surpasses any star equipment to aid in magic training. This is the perfect opportunity for a promising magician like you. I'll be practicing all the time. I can't betray your hopes, father. Heaven worships me. I don't think I will ever have the opportunity to access the underground spring again. Good. They didn't let me down. Many mages have lived and died without ever setting foot in the underground spring in their lives. The father was pleased with his son. Oh gods. Xianho was resentful. Why did time fly so fast? Before I knew it, the vacation was over. We're already third-year students, and my pathetic air magic hasn't advanced to the second stage even a fraction. Brother Mo fan. Xiang Ho was overjoyed. I haven't seen you all summer. Where have you been practicing secretly? Confess. No. I haven't been practicing, but I reached stage 2 in lightning magic while I was working for the town's hunting party. Then it's definitely something else you're not telling me. Brother fan. Did you really find a girlfriend? Stop it, Xin Ho. Stop talking nonsense. Mo fan. I've found out something fantastic. I've noticed that our classmate Jo Min has been looking at you lately. Look. She's blushing. Could it be that Xiang Ho was imagining you? Did she really recognize my ability in lightning magic? Mo fan. Jo Min hesitantly approached Jo Min. Could you come with me for a while? I want to tell you something. See, I knew it. I was right. Mo fan's friend was happy for Mo fan. Good. Then brother Fong. Let's go out tomorrow. Bye. Yes, of course. Xiang Ho. Well, Jo Min was a little flustered. I wanted to ask you, hey, Mo fan thought. She's not going to confess her love to me, is she? Are you free tomorrow, Mo fan? Jo Min. We're still students. Me. The girl fell silent. My grandmother. Mo fan was surprised. Yes, she lives in the old neighborhood, and she said she heard some rustling noises underground at night. I hope you'll keep me company in checking underground. That's it. Mo fan laughed. Shit, girl, why don't you stop breathing so languidly when you ask for such a thing? Mo fan thought to himself. Sorry, Mo fan, I realize this is a very sudden request and you don't have to help me. But, don't worry, Jo Min. I'll be there for sure. Refuse to help a lady. A gentleman would never do such a thing. Here, look, Mo fan. This is the place. Every time the tremors came from here. Maybe I'm just overexcited. No, wait. Mo fan heard a sound. Mo fan. Isn't that monster tracking powder? That's right. Look at Jo Min. It can't be. Look at these huge footprints. There were definitely monsters here. And if my theory is correct, the monster we're dealing with is a one-eyed magical beast. What? A one-eyed magical beast? What's a monster like that doing in the city? There was a frightening sound somewhere very close by. Run. Mo fan grabbed Jo Min's hand and they ran away from this dangerous place. What do we do? Should we call in the city's demon hunting squad? Don't panic. Mo fan tried to calm down the frightened girl. First, let's find out more about what's going on here. After all, right there in front of you is one of the members of the city's demon hunter squad. Mo fan. This is a construction site. What's going on here? Can you hear it? Look. Mo fan. It eats humans, right? Mo fan. It looks like this monster feeds on human flesh. My grandmother lives nearby. It's too dangerous. Strange. Why is this one-eyed beast bigger than the ones we read about in our textbooks? Jo Min. Mo fan said sternly, you should take shelter in a safe place. As soon as you do, contact the city's demon hunter squad. I already called them. I just did. Is something wrong? Hey, aren't you a little fast? Mo fan forgot something. Yes, that's right. He tried to recall in detail the safety instructions for dealing with monsters. Just yesterday I had my first lesson about giant cyclops rats. Who knew? So you're saying you don't know how she found you? Yep. I was hiding under the window when I activated my communicator. I didn't make a sound the whole time, so I shouldn't have been detected. Ha. You're a real badass. These creatures can sense electrical signals, so before you call for help or contact someone, you need to get away from the magical beasts. At least 100 meters away. But don't worry, Mo fan, since you saved Kai Tang. You don't have to worry. You should spend the rest of the day resting. Cheer up. There's still a long road of learning ahead. That's right. Mo fan. What's wrong with you? Jo Min was scared for her friend. Ugh. How could I have forgotten all this? Don't look back, Jo Min. Let's go. But, Mo fan. Why do we have to run? The terrifying demon was already stalking the disciples. All I did was send a quick text message. It wasn't supposed to detect us, was it? It was an electronic signal. Mo fan explained. Forget it. It doesn't matter anymore. Jo Min, take your grandmother to a safe place. I'll try to hold him off. How are you going to do that? Don't worry. I have a plan. Good. Then be careful. Mo fan face to face with the demon stood opposite each other. Hey, what are you looking at? You filthy bitch. Your opponent is right in front of you. The demon darted its vile eye at Mo fan. Fire strike. Mo fan shouted. Scorch. The monster continued to advance. It seems that level 2 attacks aren't enough. This thing has a huge attack radius. If it gets too close to me, I'll be in trouble. I need to keep my distance. Hey, I'm here, the brave boy shouted to the demon. If it's hard for you to find a little person like me, why do you need that worthless eye? Maybe for decoration. The demon showed Mo Fan its huge bloody mouth. Heh, that dog's a little dumb. Mo Fan has decided. A magical equipment bone shield. Mo Fan turned to his magical assistants for help. There was a heavy thud. Shit, that bastard's got what? Has a head made of metal. Even after being hit like that, he can still move. The monster was even more pissed off. Ice Vine. Freeze. Strike. Xin Tan. Mo Fan, what are you doing here? Haha, you arrived just in time for your date. You dumbass. Sai Tang was angry. Hurry up and get out of there. The rest of us can take it from here. Ah, what are we waiting for? Such a useless beast. Mo Fan was sad. He was eager to fight this monster. Let me deal with it. I told you. We have to be careful and follow the interception procedure. Let's wait for the others first. Kai Tang was on the phone. Without a lightning mage, this thing would be hard to defeat. She tried to explain the situation. Another monster elimination assistant has arrived on the scene. We just have to wait for the rest of the group. Xia Tang, the newly arrived rescue worker, called out. Who's that kid with the baby face? Ah, him? That's the upstart who openly challenged Uncle Ji-yun. Xin Tang explained. So that's who I'll be dueling with. I thought I'd find someone worthy of my attention. That's what the newly arrived Yuan thought. Zhou Min. Oh, I'm glad your grandma's okay, and that you're safe. I should get back now. Go back. Mo Fan. Isn't the city's demon hunting team already here? Let the professionals handle this case. The commander stood in front of the monster. Commander, the one-eyed beast is almost out of its ice imprisonment. Even if I use a fire attack, it obviously won't kill it with a single hit. And yet, your freezing will soon no longer be able to hold it back. We're too close to civilians at the moment. If we provoke them, I dread to think of the consequences. Yes, it would be great if Mo Fan was here. From now on, the hunting party clearly needed Mo Fan's help. Did someone just compliment how great I look? Mo Fan was confident in his abilities and ready for any difficulty in his work. It's finally here. Ha ha ha. Sorry, Commander. I actually live far away from here. Let's go, the commander commanded. Yuan, hurry up. Put on another layer of ice. Kai Tang said in an orderly tone. No, the commander stopped her. He's trying to move to a more advanced stage. Advanced? Sai Tang interjected. You mean he drank from the underground sacred spring? If he succeeds, not only us, the whole neighborhood will be in ruins. Sai Tang, hurry up and call for help. Yeah, I just sent a message to the association. Commander. Oh, no, the freeze is almost gone. We have no choice but to try our best from now on. The commander was determined. One more time. Order. Firestorm. Great, we're finally getting our paychecks. No, something's wrong. Captain, be careful. When Jie shouted, the abominable monster looked at the commander with its glowing eye. In an instant, the vile creature made a leap. Ka, the wounded commander grunted. You must prevent this thing from escaping into the street. The commander instructed the squad. Got it. Sai Tang responded. Captain, don't overburden yourself with talking. Let me stop the bleeding. When Jie, call for reinforcements. Understood. The fire blast was ineffective, and the water shield was destroyed in a matter of seconds. Xiaoko was completely overwhelmed by the failure. We're just not worthy to compete with him. The terrifying monster was approaching Xiaoko. Xiaoko, don't just stand there. Earthquake, landslide. Fei Shi shouted. The vile creature continued to approach. What? The vile beast didn't respond to Fei Shi's magic. We just came across the one-eyed demonic beast seen earlier on Lao Rongshu Street. Send reinforcements immediately. Mo Fan engaged the monster in a fight. Lightning strike. Hard whip. The beast howled. Ha. Mo Fan was happy with his result. Wow. This guy is really something. A second-level lightning strike. You need to keep an eye on him. When Jia liked Mo Fan's courage. Wow. He's really good at something. Yuan was unpleasantly surprised. Well done. We were able to prevent the demonic beast from evolving to the second form. Mo Fan. Well done. Don't count the chickens until they hatch. The lightning strike effect won't last long, and once the beast adapts to this magic, it will complete its second form. The beast was as healthy as ever and ready for another attack. We're screwed, the rescue squad thought with terror in their eyes. He has completed his second form. How disgusting. Even my lightning strike failed here. The team was desperate. Ka. We must protect the civilian population from this thing. The commander was determined. Captain, but what do we do? We couldn't even harm his primary form. And what can we do to his advanced form? The reinforcements should be arriving soon. So let's retreat. Xiaoko seemed to have completely given up. What's gotten into you? You can't even compete with Mo Fan who just joined us. The commander was furious. Lift up your heads and look at the city behind you. Think of its people. After all, do the citizens have the strength to defend themselves? Have you forgotten the main and primary purpose of our Hunters Guild's existence? The beast darted its ugly eye at the group of hunters. He was ready to attack. Retribution. Zhuoku. Oh, he's finally here. What a joy. The The commander was happy to have a new member in the battle. Don't worry, commander. I have a personal score to settle with that thing. You bitch, go to hell. Zhuoku ordered the beast, tornado, an air disc. Zhuoku turned to the supreme magic. A powerful wind rose up. The rescue team could barely stay on their feet. Ow. What's wrong with being tossed in the air? You don't have a choice. You filthy bitch. Crunch. The monster hit the ground with force. Is he dead? Mo Fan asked. Yes, he's dead. Can I go check what's left of him? Mo Fan asked. Suit yourself. Zhuoku cut him off. So this is the true power of a mid-level mage. He can calmly deal with a powerful demonic beast in the blink of an eye. Looking at the dead bloody body of the monster, thought Mo Fan. So you were the one who used the lightning strike? Asked Zhuoku. Mo Fan. Yes, it was me. Way to go. Once I'm done with the Magic Council meeting, I'll have a reward for you, Zhuoku said with a smile. Whoops. Mo Fan was surprised. The remnants of the monster's soul hadn't evaporated yet. Wait a minute. That's it. That's spiritual essence. Doctor, how's the commander feeling? How is he? Zhuoku is fine. Don't worry. We were able to treat the wounds in time. Just be patient. He'll recover soon. Zhuoku, the commander called out in a quiet voice. I gotta tell you, these demonic beasts have never gotten this close to residential neighborhoods in all these years. It's really weird. I don't like it at all. I know, Captain. The council's already ordered an investigation, but you better get well soon. Mr. Ku, we're about to make a public statement. It's just awful that the likes of this one-eyed demonic beast can appear in such a big city. We've already made a couple of public statements recently. I'm afraid that another one of these kinds of statements will lead to mass panic. We have already sent people to investigate the incident, so you don't have to worry. However, we will still need your help in case of unforeseen scenarios like this. Don't worry, Xiaoku. I'll appoint a temporary deputy. Very well, Mr. Zhuoku. We'll do our best. Oh, speaking of birds, Mo Fan, you're going to ascend so soon. Hugging his new partner, Fei Shi said happily. When did such a small group get a lightning mage? Xiaoku thought, watching the happy members of the squad from the sidelines. We hired him. That's our partner Mo Fan now. This is the first time I've heard of a lightning mage becoming a mercenary. Haha, that's why I'm saying our commander is awesome. Zhou Min, why are you sitting here? It's dark outside, and why are you on the steps? Mo Fan, the girl was happy. Thank the gods. I was scared for you. Thank you, brother Mo Fan, for saving my grandmother. I'm not crying. Covering his face with his hands, Mo Fan said, yes, as fellow students, we should help each other. It's late, Zhou Min. Let me take you to your dorm wing. No, my wing's across the hall. I can walk myself. Alright, Zhou Min. Rest up. Bye. Mo Fan returned to his room and began to scrutinize his amulet. Hey, you absorbed the spiritual essence. Why is there no reaction? Could it be that he's in the essence recycling period? Mo Fan thought as he held the amulet in his hands. Originally, this amulet looked like just a small piece of jade. This small pendant looked too much like an ordinary pendant. I could directly feel an unimaginable flow of energy entering my body and traveling through my bloodstream. Before this metamorphosis took place, the power of the small pendant was barely enough to just feel a fraction of this energy, as if from touching a holy spring. But now, after the reincarnation, it feels as if you were wrapped in high-quality silk. And there is no stiffness, but rather silence and tranquility, as if you were a baby lying in the arms of your mother. Not only all the fatigue was blown away as if by the wind, but also the constellations were saturated as if, which means I can recover even without meditation. That's just unbelievable. It means that I can develop both elements, lightning and fire, to the first step of the third level of mastery even before I finish my training. If I try even harder, I can become stronger than a second level mage. It turns out that old man really didn't lie to me. Oh, you precious little thing. Xinxia. What's wrong? Why did she send me a message so late? Mo Fan started reading the message on his phone. I was able to awaken healing abilities. If you get hurt in the future, I can help you with your injuries. Healing abilities? I wonder if this isn't light magic. Mo Fan hurriedly answered Xinxia. But after all, at the elementary level, you can only awaken the basic elements. How could you awaken light magic? Mo Fan's message was followed by the following reply. Teacher said that it doesn't have to be like this, and besides, I heard that unusual types of magic can be awakened with special materials. Awakening help. Mo Fan sat there and thought, ha ha ha. Xinxia, I love you so much. You helped me with such a problem. As long as I have the necessary materials, I'll be able to awaken the element of darkness, and I'll reach the advanced level. How great is this? Mo Fan, are you going to sleep in there? Stop yelling in the middle of the night. Ha ha ha. A new school day was beginning at the senior magic school. Brother Fan, take a look at this practical work, maybe. The conversation was interrupted by a nasty fatty. Ouch, said the fatty. Isn't this MO fan's #1 disciple? It's a pity that you're kind of crowded lately, isn't it? Oh, just go about your business and stay out of sight. Ooh, I'm scared, brother fan. I heard that these growing up ceremonies are an important event for the Mu family. They just like to invite important people in power to these events. Don't worry, Xiang Ho. MO fan, the teacher turned to the student. The Mu family is going to use you to show their strength and power. Well, that's not fair, master. Okay, MO fan, said the teacher. Please go to the headmaster's office and he wants to talk to you. Come in, MO fan. Let me introduce you to this gentleman, the head of the Hunters Guild, Zheng Kai. Hello. MO fan said hello, how are you, Mr. Zheng? Ah, it's fine, MO fan. We summoned you today as we have something important to tell you. The situation is as follows, Mr. Zheng began. When the time comes, we choose among the distinguished students of Tianlan Senior Magic School to be trained by noble families. We originally had another student in mind, but because of your antics, you got yourself into trouble. Since you've been diligent in the last 2 years, and life is sometimes unfair, some people just have more financial resources. When you get angry, you say something stupid and perhaps feel a temporary satisfaction, a boost to your ego. However, when you feel that you do not have the strength to cope with the situation, it is better to be more restrained. I really did lose control then. Okay, calm down, the teacher said, putting his palm on the boy's shoulder for support. We didn't call you here today to bully you or retrain you. We only hope that you will take this duel seriously, because the winner of the duel will get to practice at the underground holy spring. An underground holy spring? Is it true? MO Fan cheered up. MO Fan, it seems like you know its value. As the most important and expensive training resource in the city, the underground holy spring is reserved for mages who intend to enter a magic university in the future. But unfortunately, the amount of the underground holy spring is extremely small and rare, so we can only afford to give one student in the entire class access to it, and a normal student of a magic school is not allowed access to it. Only members of rich and noble families of mages have the same chance to earn access to the underground holy spring. For many years, there was no student in the Tianlan Senior Magic School who was skilled enough to be given the opportunity to compete for the source, and it was given to members of noble families. No wonder, for noble families were able to devote enough resources to train the most talented individuals among their members. This is something that a school simply cannot do. We're not trying to burden you by telling you all this, but if you have the opportunity, why don't you try your best? And by the way, by the time you take the university entrance exam, these noble families will most likely no longer give you that opportunity. Thank you very much for this guidance. I will definitely not let anyone down. This day has finally arrived. Mo Fen rejoiced. Today was a really important day. Mo Fen was ready for the exams, and there was a pleasant excitement in his heart. Dad. Mo Fen was surprised. What are you doing here? I heard that you were released early due to the exams, so I happened to be passing by and decided to pick you up on my way home. Dad, you shouldn't have gone to all that trouble. I sent you the money, didn't I? No, son, that money is for you. Use it for your magical training when you need it. What was it called, son? Magic constellation development items. Those things that increase your training speed. I'll see if I can scrape together the money to buy you one. Although magic has replaced science here, father is still just as naive and straightforward. Mo Fen felt a little sorry for his father. What are you waiting for? Hurry up and get in the car. Dad, the school has special events for students where we can practice using items to develop magic constellations, so don't worry about me. I've also saved up a good amount of money for my part-time job on my expeditions with the Monster Hunter Guild. Dad, you're working hard. Maybe you should take a vacation and rest for a while. My body is still full of strength, and as for the money, I collected it for you. So son, use it as you see fit. If you're not going to spend it on magical items for training, why not buy some magical protective armor? I hear it's quite powerful. Actually, father, I already have magic armor. Oh, right. I heard about it from Hunter Talk when I was making deliveries. Father, Mo Fen has decided to tell his father what has happened to him lately. I'm going to head to the Mu family mansion for a duel with Yuan in 2 days. I've already talked to some members of the Mu family so Yuan will be gentler with you. To be able to participate in Yuan's growing up ceremony where there will be so many important people. It's a great experience for you no matter the result. Dad, I'm gonna win. Oh, child. And the father laughed. Son, don't be so cocky. I'm fine with your current grades. If you have something to say, just say it and don't make fun of my hair. Why would even father think that I would be an ordinary beating toy? That's how that sly old fox Mu Xiaoyun set it up. Well, I'll give him a beating when the time comes. Meanwhile, at the Mu family mansion, there were discussions about the upcoming event. Originally, the maturation ceremony was meant for Yuan, but it soon became clear that there was northwest suitable place for you that this city could provide. Father, are you still not calm about that incident? Yes, that bastard slandered me in front of everyone. If he thinks he's so worthy, I'll give him a chance to show what he can do. Then tell Yuan to stop him before he goes any further. Don't worry, daughter. I'll stick to legal action. But I will make this little bastard fall so low that he will never dare to show his face in this city. Tomorrow. The duel would take place tomorrow. Mo Fen was trying to visualize how everything would play out when he suddenly heard a sound from behind him. Did I scare you, Mo Fan? I checked with Xinxia and she told me where to find you. Mu Ning Shui. Mo Fan was surprised. You were looking for me at this late hour. What's wrong? Who would have thought that after all these years we would meet here again? Mo Fen went back for a moment to those childhood days where he and Mu Ning Shui met under this very tree. Why are you hiding here? Everyone is looking for you. I no longer wish to be a part of this family, complained the then little Mu Ning Shui. Then let's run away. Mo Fen suggested to her. Sit down and let us talk. Back to the present. Mo Fen suggested. I can lay out some newspapers so you don't get dirty. Mo Fan, don't go to the duel tomorrow. Yuan won't be ceremonious with you. He completely obeys my father's every word, so he won't behave honorably in the duel. That's true, that's true. What an obedient dog your father has raised. Yuan will bite anyone if you give him a command. He's very strange. I don't like him either. Haha, then I'll teach him a lesson for you. Mo Fan laughed loudly. Don't you understand anything at all? Do you not understand what I'm saying or what I'm trying to tell you? I give you permission not to participate in this duel. Oh yes, sister. Have you reached an advanced level of magic yet? I'm serious, Mo Fan. Don't go to the duel tomorrow. Just don't participate in this inadequate event. Wait until I return from the imperial capital and accumulate the strength to be able to confront my father and his authority. Then no one will dare lay a finger on you. Ha ha ha. Mo Fan continued to laugh. Tak, so you're going to take care of me. Mu Ning Shui was terribly angered by Mo Fan's behavior. I'm going anyway. Mo Fan didn't want to listen to anything. The decision had been made. Ring. It's ringing. Brother Fan. I heard that the young princess tried to find you. What did she say? Xiaoho was curious. I was sure that you were someone who would learn everything quickly by any means. Mu Ning Shui is indulging me, so that gives me the freedom to slap Yuan's neck. Brother Fan. She also asked me to escape from being nailed. I'd advise you to run away too, Brother Fan. That Yuan is not someone worth crossing. Xiaoho, if I had the opportunity to show my strength and power right here and now in front of the entire city, would you turn down such an opportunity? Since the morning, the most beautiful and expensive cars in the city had been coming to the Mu family's mansion. A group of hunters, led by the commander, also arrived for the expected spectacle. Is there anything to eat here? I flew here after getting up early in the morning without even eating anything. Fei Shi looked for the buffet table with hungry eyes. What a pity. Wenjie laughed. Why couldn't Mo Fen join us? Did he have some business to attend to? Kai Tang was worried. From the hunting party, only Mo Fen was missing. So there he is. Mo Fen is here. Hello, sister. Laughing, Mo Fen said hello. Why did you arrive so early? Did you come here to indulge in food and drink? Is it him? Why? He doesn't seem to know his place, does he? If all young people were like Mo Fen, responsible and strong, it would be great. Wu Fei continued to joke. Ah, is there any more roast lamb left? I'd like 5 more pieces. Young man, you have the audacity to attend this banquet in such an ugly manner. Instructor, didn't you come here for the free drinks and food? Hee hee, don't be such a hypocrite. Let's get out of here, Mo Fan. I have something to tell you. Same thing. Inspector, don't tell me you want me to join the hunting party again. You're a smart kid. How did you know I'd bring it up again? I refuse. Inspector, I know you're an honest man, so it's understandable that you refuse. However, I'd like to ask you a favor. What favor? Inspector, given your tone, I can't shake the feeling that this is going to be something bad. When dueling Yuan, keep your head cool and keep your eyes open. What am I supposed to watch out for? Inspector, well, just keep an eye on the situation and report anything unusual to me. Okay, Mo Fan promised. John Cohen, I heard you've been doing well recently. Ah, it's nothing special, Mo Fan. You only know how to spread rumors and gossip, don't you? What's the inspector up to? Mo Fan's mind went blank. The Mu family mansion's dueling arena resembled a soccer stadium of incredible size. Oh, my god, there are so many important people here today. Yeah, well, don't forget who's having the growing up ceremony. Well, it's certainly not you. The assembled guests couldn't stop talking. My son, that's my son. Mo Fan's father proudly boasted. Hey, Mr. Mo, it's no big deal. It'll be fine. Aha, but I heard that Guy Yuan is very sensitive to what people around him think. Yeah, But, after all, they're just a couple of youngsters going to fight a duel. I don't think they'll go to the violence Mo Fan's father was hoping for. Mu Juyun has definitely gone to a lot of trouble. Just look at the armor he's wearing. Jinkai, you are to witness this duel. So I would like to ask Ace to be the judge in this duel. Alright director, I'll do it. Alright. The Chief Justice began his opening speech. As you are all well aware, today's duel is not a battle between two famous mages. So you must understand that the goal is not to achieve a result where one survives and the other dies. Young men, you should challenge yourselves to develop your combat-oriented skills by studying your opponent's fighting techniques. Now, in tribute to tradition, shake hands and await my command to begin the duel. Hee hee hee. If you want to escape, the time to do it is now. Yuan hated his opponent ready to kill immediately. I advise you not to be so confident, proudly replied Mo Fan. And who knows, your whole family will be disgraced in time. Mo Fan and Yuan shook hands. Some trash who doesn't know anything. I'll put you in your place today. Heh, I can't wait to smear your face. Both duelists, back to their positions, awaiting my command. I'll take him down easy. The underground holy spring will be mine. Today I'll shut all those insolent upstarts up. The senior judge made a gesture with his hand. The duel has begun. Mo Fan was the first to start. Star formation, initiation of magic, fire strike. Mo Fan concentrated all his attention, visualization, and entered a magical state. He appealed to the higher powers to change the state. Incinerate. Mo Fan gave the command. The incandescent air and spark discharge were accompanied by a dazzling flash of light. It was mesmerizing and terrifying at the same time. Mo Fan, you're good, you're the best, the young magician's voice echoed out. However, Brother Fan had already completely mastered the bone break. But why did he choose to use a very weak fizzle? Xiaoho was genuinely worried about his friend. It was Yuan's turn. Ice, he commanded the mighty forces. Freeze it. Mo Fan was petrified by a sharp icy stream of cold air. Everything around him was covered in ice. Mo Fan, don't just stand there like a fool. If you don't move, both of your feet will freeze and you won't be able to move because of the ice. Ha, did you want to run me over with your ice? Mo Fan smirked. Mo Fan turned to the fire powers and the ice disappeared in the same instant. Astonished cries could be heard from everywhere. Taking advantage of the ring of fire surrounding him, Mo Fan was able to prevent his limbs from being glaciated. He's very clever. A level 1 fire strike against a level 2 ice freeze. Yes, not bad at all. Stroking his red mustache, the head judge chuckled. Now it's my turn. And Mo Fan showed his middle finger to Yuan. A fiery blast, burning to the bone. Mo Fan ordered the magical higher powers, burning to the bone. A second level spell. Even a faint touch with this fire could turn a person into ashes. The audience in the hall became worried. Too bad, thought MS. Yuanya's ice won't be able to handle this spell. What kind of armor? Mo Fan now realized how important it was to have such expensive equipment. Unthinkable. The armor was enchanted with the earth element. Yes, it's good that I have this armor. Without it, I wouldn't have even participated in this duel. Yuan was prepared really well. Did you think some fiery blast would help you defeat me? Haha, dream on. I'll let you know what real magic is. Yuan was ready to defeat Mo Fan. Ice. Freezing dome. Hey, Mo Fan. How does it feel to be frozen alive? And this Yuan is too strong. Not even a year later, he was already able to reach the 3rd level by training. Fei Shi concluded. Other than the talented Yuan, was there any other mage who had reached the 3rd level at such a young age? Boss, Mo Fan's fire element will be completely neutralized so soon. Why hasn't he still used the armor you handed him? This armor is useless against ice attacks. The boss looked downcast. Director Ju, you can see. Stop it. The teacher couldn't stand to watch any longer. I'll let Mr. Jing judge the outcome of the match. Principal Zhu, you don't have to worry. A mage apprentice with the fire element can't just be frozen. Indeed, the Mu family had once again shown their capabilities since they were able to train such talent. Yes, agreed. The fur-clad young lady in the audience. The protection of the city can be entrusted to people like Yuan. What's that? Fire. Look, that bastard Mo Fan managed to launch a fire attack even under these conditions. So what if you made it out of the ice? Fire strike, I command you. Mo Fan wasn't going to give up. Magical armor ice defense. Fire strike. The teacher couldn't believe it. No. The rate of spread. And the temperature level. No. Don't tell me what it is. Blast. The force of the electromagnetic wave worked perfectly. Yuan was forcefully thrown to the opposite corner of it. It was a powerful impact. Haha. Interesting. How interesting. This is just wonderful. Yuan was not going to give up. Why was he still conscious after a level 3 magic attack? Mo Fan was concerned. Teacher Shui, would an ordinary person be able to withstand a level 3 fire magic attack? The armor Yuan is wearing is a very powerful armor that helped Yuan withstand Mo Fan's magical attack. What the hell? Wenjie was indignant. Even though he already has strong armor, he also has this overly powerful armor. Is that really fair? More armor? You really do have connections. This is despicable. Mo Fen was furious at this injustice. Ouch, didn't you expect this? You may have surprised people in this duel, but I'm still a head taller than you, Mo Fan. Haha, it's impossible for you to win this duel, Mo Fan. And do you know why? This armor, a gift from my foster father. This armor is made of ice silk. It can't withstand fiery attacks. You can't even try to compare yourself to me. Yuan laughed mockingly at Mo Fan. Making fun of my son, that's something. Mr. Mo, you still manage to laugh in this situation. Old Manmu wants your son to grovel before him. Just before, your son publicly contradicted Old Manmu. In case he loses this duel, he will have to bow down and admit that he was wrong. What? That can't be true. Oh my god. I have to go to Old Man Mo and talk to him about this right away. Mr. Mo, no, you shouldn't. Any fire attack would be useless against this ice silk armor, the judge admitted. Brother Jo Yun, these two duelists are very capable. That's enough. I think we should end this duel for today. You do realize that young people can sometimes be willful in their speech, and I know how understanding and decent you are. Maybe we should let him get away with it. Get away with it? That's impossible. I want him to grovel before me personally and admit he's wrong. Mr. Mo Jiaxing, why are you here? Mr. Mu, with all the years my family has worked for you, could you spare my boy? There are so many people here. So many people. Your son slandered me in front of so many people. A boy. What can I say? Young. Immature. Why not give him another chance? I gave him a chance years ago. Now go away. Mr. Mu, I'm the one to blame for not giving enough time to my son. He is still young and hot. Please forgive him. I bow before you and acknowledge my son's ignorance for him. I will only get off my knees when I and my son are forgiven. Haha. Mo Fan, look. Even your father is already begging for your mercy. I think it's time for you to surrender. Father. Mo Fan shouted. What are you doing? Get off your knees immediately. This duel is not over yet. The stands were turbulent. People were discussing what was going on between Mr. Mu and Mo Fan's father. He should be just furious. Didn't Old Man Zheng say that he couldn't win? With such talent, isn't there no other way to put him to rest? Why did he have to fight with the Mu family in the first place? The restless crowd whispered. Haha, people like you won't shed a tear until they face death. Yuan continued to mock Mo Fan. You still don't get it, do you? Background. It's also a form of ability. Ice Storm. Yuan turned to the powers of magic. The distance between us won't help you at all to have time to utter two activator words and counterattack. This Mu Zhouyun would stop at nothing to kill Mo Fan. The captain was confident in his thoughts. It was impossible to ignore the obvious. With such an insurmountable difference in ability, the outcome of this duel was already known in advance. Old Zhu was sure of it. I don't understand. So why doesn't Old Man Zhu interrupt the duel? With fear for Mo Fan, the headmaster thought. Even with Mo Fan being a fire mage, his strength wouldn't be enough to resist a level 3 ice storm spell. Hey, you're so eager to go to the afterlife, aren't you, Mo Fan? Why doesn't the judge stop the duel? Do they not care about Mo Fan's life? Hey, P.S. It would be nice if Mo Fan freezes to death because of Yuan. What do you say? Young Master Mu, the nasty fat man incited. You're saying that the underbelly is also a form of ability. If that's the case, watch Yuan. Mo Fan began to transform into a powerful furious mage in front of the audience. Raising his hands and clenching his fists to the point of pain, he gathered all his strength and knowledge and began to summon the powers of the heavens. Then the blessings bestowed upon me by the gods are also a form of ability. Star formation. Unleashing magic. Mo Fan was overcome with victory. The stadium froze with amazement at the magic happening. Taste my special. Mo Fan was furious, his anger and rage making him even more powerful. Before this, he had never felt such power in his hands before. Mo Fan's lightning strike. He shouted to the sky. What the hell is this? Yuan wailed in fright. Yuan ran. He carried himself with all his might, trying to hide from the torrent of Mo Fan's anger raining down on him. Explosion. Lightning. Another explosion. Yuan lay motionless on the ground. Phew. Breathing out a sigh of relief, Mo Fan said. Mo Fan's teachers looked at the boy with pride. What the hell? He's got 2 elements. That's impossible. The head of the Mu family yelled in indignation. It only took him 3 years to evolve from the elementary stage to the advanced stage. This is simply impossible. Yuan continued to lie motionless. How could this happen? How could an elemental stage mage have both the fire element and the lightning element at once? Raising his glasses, the teacher was surprised. He has awakened the second element. He should already be at an advanced stage. Who would have thought that at such a young age? Opening her eyes wide, the diamond-clad madam said. No, but how? The headmaster was perplexed. He is still an elementary stage magician. Mo Fan had originally awakened 2 elements, and that was it. Mo Fan originally possessed 2 elements, innate possession of 2 elements, Master Shui. Isn't Mo Fan your disciple? Possessing 2 elements isn't just a big deal. Didn't you see this when you awakened the elements? That's right, my disciple. He's in my class. However, the teacher was happy. The army's already got their eye on the boy. Whoever dares to steal him from under our noses, his family will personally deal with me. The commander was overjoyed at Mo Fan's victory in the duel. His emotions were clearly overflowing today. Old man John Kuan. Given the training of the mages, I think it would be more appropriate to leave the mage council to deal with this matter. Let's not make things worse, young people. Mo Fan is still a student, and I, as the principal of this school, can responsibly say that our school does not have enough resources to develop his talents. The army and the mage council aren't the only ones interested in this kid. Even I would fight with them to get hold of such a talent if I didn't need to save face. Congratulations, Mo Izia. Your son is very lucky. My old friend Mo Izia Shin. Get off your knees. Don't be. I just wanted to teach your son a little lesson. It's nothing serious, brother Mo. Don't worry. Wow. I, Mo I Xing, have raised such a capable son. Even Mr. Mu called me brother Mo. Brother, Yuan is still unconscious. What should we do? I had underestimated this bastard. Even with the ice silk armor I had given Yuan, who would have thought that not only did he possess innate 2 elements, but he had also managed to train his lightning strike to level 3. Hey, you dirty old man, my father just groveled before you. Don't you think it's your turn to do the same? It's alright, Mr. Mu has been looking after us for so long and providing for us all this time. Son, let's drop this topic and forget about it, shall we? Oh, yes, what's past is past. Mo Fan, your performance today has opened a lot of people's eyes. What? Forget about it. How can such a terrible thing be forgotten? Enough. What's a little bowing down worth? I'm Mu Juyun. I admit defeat. Mu Joshim knelt down on his knee. Big brother Mu Joyun is not worth it. There is no enmity between us, so there is no need to bring things to this point. Let's just continue to live in peace. Please get off your knees. Mo Fan has had enough, said the father to his proud son. Haha, well said. Let's forget about past grudges. Today is such an important day. We all witnessed the birth of a true talent in our city. Hey, kid, join the army. Don't be so indecisive. You're obviously not going to give up, aren't you? Oh, come on, let's be fair. If Mo Fan doesn't want to join the army, you don't have to force him. Strictly between you and me, you should join the Mage Council. You'll have more opportunities there. Mo Fan's sudden popularity did not leave him alone. At the end of the duel, the principal came to the podium with a closing speech. Ladies and gentlemen, I have an announcement to make. Of course, the double element is something that anyone would be excited about. However, I would like to ask everyone here, first of all, for the sake of Mo Fan being able to calmly prepare for the entrance exam of the High School of Magic, and secondly, for the sake of the school being able to provide an opportunity for Mo Fan to become one of the pillars of our state. Therefore, given Mo Fan's ability in using 2 elements, I ask you all to keep a low profile on this topic. The armed forces will also cooperate and prevent any information leakage, added the commander in turn. Wow. Do we have to resort to such measures? Do we really need to prevent the spread of information? In small towns like ours, if there's even a speck of information about a talented magician, it can be used by various organizations. But there are also various shady organizations that can only bring trouble. Such organizations use very questionable and often prohibited methods of doing business. After all, controlling an initial stage mage, it wasn't that difficult for them, Mo Fan thought. You're joking, principal, right? One of the students got worried. Are there such horrible people? But then there's no difference between them and the Black Vatican. Right. That's why we have to be careful not to spread about Mo Fan and his innate 2 elements. That's why the ban on spreading information is a very good decision. Brother Fan is too good. This time around, he really hit the town. Not being able to spread the word about this, I'm so bursting with excitement. Shoujo was so eager to tell the world about his talented friend. Not only does he have 2 elements, he has also developed them to such a high level. It will be easy to see how some people will be filled with rage and envy as soon as they hear about this. How about joining the army and being given 4 squads to command? How's that for brotherly concern from Mo Fan? Since when did we become brothers? No, I'm not joining the army. Stop talking nonsense. He is also smart enough to hide their presence. Moreover, under Zhang Kuan's patronage, Mo Fang would have a bright future, said teacher Tang Yu as she watched the conversation. Mo Fan sat on the bed in his room and thought about the words of Director Zhu, who promised that the winner of the duel would be allowed to train at the underground holy spring. An underground holy spring? How special is this place? Well, we'll see, Mo Fan thought. Bank of Commerce, Teacher Tang Yu, is it really here? Isn't it just an ordinary office building? Although many people say it's one of the most prominent buildings in the city. You made me wait so long. Have you forgotten who you are dealing with? Mr. Mu was nervous. Time is golden. Let's hurry up. And Mr. Mu led Mo Fan and the teacher behind him. This way, please. We have to check you out. The bank guard immediately began his duties. There were security cameras on all sides. Yes, the guard noticed Mo Fan's surprised face. You are right, sir. There are many cameras here, but it still needs to be checked. The security here is top-notch. It's all right, mister. You may enter now, Mr. Mu said in a serious voice. All three of them stepped into the elevator. This hall, Mr. Mu explained, is the security checkpoint of the underground holy spring. Wow. Mo Fan was surprised. This place is guarded by so many mages. It turns out that I underestimated the importance of the underground holy spring to our city. Have you seen this place, Mr. Mu asked in a raised tone. Behind this door is an underground holy spring. You can only stay there for a certain amount of time, Mr. Mu added. Well, I'll be off then. Ah, thank you, Master Tang Yu. Right, I completely forgot. I have something I'd like to give you. What is it? Mo Fan was interested. This is photographic film. It's a Star Trek book, explained the teacher. One spell requires 4 scrolls. After training near the underground holy spring, I'm sure you'll be close to reaching the advanced stage. Also, I'm not sure if I will be able to continue training you after you enter university. So I decided to give you these for the future, since you'll need something for self-defense after reaching the advanced stage. After reaching the advanced level, the stardust will transform into star clouds. At the same time, the number of stars needed will increase from 7 to 49. And only when all 49 stars are in unison will you be able to use advanced magic. Reaching 7 stars already requires quite a long time, let alone 49 stars. These scrolls will help you in your endeavors to reach the 49 stars. Wow. Do such extraordinary things really exist in this world? Then what's the point of grueling and difficult training at all? Why not just use these scrolls? Wouldn't that be more effective? Teacher Tang Yu thought Mo Fan is not as easy as it seems. Star Trek books aren't easy to obtain even if you have enough money to buy them. What the hell? Are they that hard to obtain? However, she was the one who helped me with the magic items. By the way, she can do things that a normal high school teacher can't do. In addition, she also has more hidden skills. Good thing advanced magic is just around the corner. Mo Fan, you're congenital with 2 elements. It can't be helped and it's understandable that someone would be jealous of you. These scrolls will help you protect yourself, but before you use them, make sure you can transform stardust into star clouds, and 7 stars into 49 stars. Otherwise, these star path scrolls will devour you. Thank you, Teacher Tang Yu. I will work even harder now. Okay, you're on your way. Good luck, Mo Fan.